Hi everybody, it's Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We have a blowing, blustery, snowy day, and it's going to continue into tomorrow. And my dad, who is the weatherman for me today, told me that it's supposed to be very, very windy tomorrow, blowing everything all around. So that's like blizzard-like, snow-like conditions. So that's what we have tomorrow. I bet you guys have cold as well wherever you are. I think it's going across the whole nation. And so you know what? You just hunker down and you make some cards and you make some candy and you cook some food and hopefully you've got enough stuff to last you for a while. So hi Melanie Foy, hi Sherry Stewart, hi Donna Grushke. Oh, Susan Bellamy's here as well. Hi, Deb Norman. She's working on her swap cards. I know this. Hi, Betty Pyle. Hi, Linda Hunt. There's Karen Wetstein. Karen also acted as my news lady today as well. Hi, Mary Lemke and Laura Sullivan. Hi, Cindy Runtree. Don't forget the thumbs up, Cindy says. I will have to go back and do my thumbs up as well. Hi, Randy Schultz and Sherry Martin. Hi, Mary Hartman. Mary, I think that I got your Christmas card today. I did get a card that had no name in it and no return address, and I'm thinking it's yours. I had to do like oh yeah, who told me that they didn't sign the card? And if it was the Lights Aglow one with the 3 DSP panel, I think that's yours. So I'm going to be showing that off soon. I think I have it here in my pile. So if that's yours, let me make sure and call it out. Oh, yes. Hi, Elaine Rebeck and Sherry Everett and Robin Kenton. Woohoo! There's Jean Maxwell. Hi, Linda Hall. Oh, yes. Hi, Linda Hodge. I got my 3 Lindas here. Yay. Oh, yeah. Hi, Debbie Schultz and Sarah Merchant. Wow, you guys all rocked and rolled right in here. Hi, Linda Kester. Yes, it is a great day to stamp and create cards. I couldn't agree more with you, Deb. I actually got a card done today, and it's this one over my left shoulder. And that way. I always forget it's backwards. I'll show that to you guys later. That is a calendar card that is serving a dual purpose for me. Hi, Pat Detlefson. It is, when I design a card, I try to make sure I get like 1 or 2 like uses out of it for classes, I would say. So this card, or uses, not necessarily always a class, but I like to be efficient. And so this class, or this card is for Winter Bingo next week on Wednesday, a calendar card. Always for Winter Bingo, I do calendar cards. One of them is a calendar card. And it features the new Queen Bee set. But not only is it the Winter Bingo card, one of them, there's another one, it's up here in my brain yet. This is actually going to serve as a partly attendance gift for the Winter Creative Escape attendees. And so, hi Mary Schreiber, hi Sandy Zidun. If you don't want to have the spoiler alert and you want it to be a surprise, maybe shut your eyes. But if you like to see things beforehand, then I will be sharing that. I actually have a whole entire pile back here, you guys. It's not as neat and orderly as it normally is, but I have all of January ready to showcase to you guys. And what does that mean? That means that I'm going to be doing a showcase video. And I had time at about 4 or 4:15 to do it. And I made the executive decision not to because I didn't want it to get backed up and like butted up right to the live. Hi, Sandy Wicklander and Deanna Stell. Hi, Doris Munson and Jennifer Jones. So I decided, you know what, get it all prepped and get it all ready to go. And then after we're done with class tonight, I'm going to end the video and we're going to do a new video. So inquiring minds want to know what's coming up for January. You're going to want to stick around for that next video. Hi, Carla Lake. And I'm going to call it out there because if I don't do it right after, I don't know, like tomorrow is going to be a little bit hairy. Tomorrow, my brother is supposedly driving from Stevens Point to come down here. He lives about an hour and a half away, but if the roads are too bad, he's not going to. But my brother, Tom, always helps me prepare the designer series paper sampler for you guys. So there's usually 48 of them that we make. I keep one for myself, and then the other ones are always up for grabs. Hi, Melody Miller. Bracing yourself for some snow and frigid weather for the next few. Yes, exactly. So my brother is supposed to be coming down tomorrow to spend the entire weekend, and we usually spend, it takes us maybe like 6 to 7 hours to put that sampler together and to prepare it for mailing. And so if he doesn't come tomorrow, then we might be doing it on Christmas Day, and that is the plan, or Monday morning, the 26th. It's got to get done before he leaves to go back. But so you guys, hi Barbara. Wow, I saw your name come in, Barbara, and I had to look at it closer. Japanese, maybe Japanese from Connecticut. So, you guys, this is what I've got to go through with you afterwards. I'm so excited to share that with you. I just know that that might take a little bit to get through because it's every card class in addition to the Winter Creative Escape. And I'm so excited because Rose Coleman, who I'm partnering with and collaborating with on 2 classes, she has she photographed the Technique Card Club cards for you guys so that you can see them. I don't have physical copies, so I can't share them with you via like a paper card, right? But I have pictures of them that I can share with you, and I'll talk about that in detail as well. So that's coming up for after class tonight, you guys. So do you ever have a claw and it pulls at like a piece of your hair and then it bothers you? Okay, that had to happen. All right. The other thing I want to share with you guys, there's a couple things. The bingo board. On my Facebook page, Cards by Christine, I put it out there. I did this last year as well. And it's a bingo board. And all you have to do is save the picture to your phone, go into your editor, and then put like a line through it and like the squares that you have. And then once you have bingo, post a picture of it back up onto that thread. So I'm going to share it with you to show you how to do it. Hi, Mary Carls from Jericho. You have to run. Gary needs supper. Oh, Merry Christmas to you as well, Mary. Okay, so let me show you guys this in case you're not familiar with it. I want you to see how to get here because it would be awesome if you participated. I will be doing prizes. I usually do 1 prize for every 20 people that submit. And then on this one, you get multiple chances. So if you have bingo 5 ways, you get your name in 5 times. So let's show you this. And so in case you're wondering, yes, Deb, been very busy. And Elaine says that she loves my cards. I love that you love the cards, Elaine. You guys, so you're going to Facebook. So if you're not familiar with Facebook, you need to go to my Cards by Christine page. Let's see, get that notification out of here. So you search for Cards by Christine. Oh, it's already down here. So I'm going to just search for it. Now, it's in my news feed, so all you should have to do, you guys, is scroll down a little bit. And there it is. It's the last post. And it says, time for some fun and games for things you did throughout this month of December. So I did this last year. And I was a little bit more timely on sending it out, I think, earlier in the month. But it's still good. If you did any of this stuff in the month of December, excuse me, I have a frog all of a sudden, then what you would want to do is mark it off. And so each bingo gets you entered into a drawing for prizes. So keep marking them off. 5 in a row with diagonal, horizontal, or vertical gets your name in the drawing. And multiple bingos count for multiple entries, but you can only win 1 prize. And that ends December 31st, and I'll announce winners in January through a random number generator. And here's the bingo board, you guys. So there's 24 different things that you could do out here. And when you get them done, so you hit this, and you can save this to your device by saving to phone. There's a little option there, save it to your phone. It puts it into your gallery. And then what you would do, excuse me, once it's in your gallery, is like what Feline did here. Look at this. She's hot here. Look at all those. So she just took a pen kind of thing and put a slash through them. And so she's got bingo. She's got bingo. And so she's got 2 bingos. And so just you have to look through and see what the different things to mark off are, and as you do them or as you have done them, go through and mark them. Now it has to happen in the month of December, and I'm not sure, Stacy, I had replied to you, I'm not sure what you mean by the review tab, but so for those wanting to play along, all you have to do is save it to your phone, and then you go into your gallery, and there is, let's see, there it is in my Facebook, there it is, and then how you edit it is you take the little pen and you draw whatever color. I love purple, and you would put a little mark on the ones after you do them, and then you hit save, and then that's what you would upload back to Facebook. So I'm not going to save that, but that's how you would do it, you guys. I do have to show you some pictures here really quick. Hopefully I got good pictures. So I have a few of us. Okay, this is all the paper that came in over the last 3 days. You guys, all that paper. basically is being cut up. We prepped. Look at these piles. Oh man, the thing is going to go crazy on me here. So it's going to be crooked, you guys, but that is all the paper I cut over the last few days. I shouldn't say that. I cut a lot of bases and mats. I had amazing helpers cut all the die cut parts and do the embossing, but that was a little bit about what we did over the last 36 hours. I would have to say we started on this on Tuesday. Well, my die cutters and embossers helped me starting 2 weeks ago, but this like stacks of this paper, all that is what I did Tuesday. My mom and Diane and I kitted up 1,300 cards yesterday, you guys. Crazy. I was going to see if I could send oh, here. And these are all the Christmas cards, you guys, that went out. They went in the mail. They went postal on Tuesday, you guys. So lots of stuff going on. I don't know if I have anything else that I've got here. Okay, here's a picture too, you guys. There's Tyler with the kittens. They just literally started fighting after I took that picture. Like he's mid-growl right here. You can see his mouth is kind of, they were starting to bat at each other. But anyways, there's a cute little kitten picture for you guys in case you're wondering. Okay, so back to the bingo board. Sorry, I had to take that clip out. It was pulling my hair. So the bingo board is out there, you guys. Make sure you just mark it off. If you feel like you want to print it, go for it. It just is going to use a lot of color ink. And then you'll still have to take a picture because I really need it uploaded to that post on Facebook. So like how Feline put it right back into there, then all you have to do is post that picture in there. And then what I'm going to do the beginning of January, yeah, Debbie, it was a lot of paper. And yes, Linda, you're right. It takes a village. It sure does. What I'll do is the first of the year, like not the first, but maybe the second or the third, I will go in and for the launch party, we will do the drawing that night for the winner. So that's the bingo board, you guys. Then there's one other thing that's coming. And I'm so excited. I haven't done this before with you guys, but are you ever curious, like what happens in the hive? I mean, you guys kind of see, like I just showed you, oh man, we kitted up 1,300 cards, and I one time was like 600 cards, or oh my gosh, we just had 5 classes this week. Well, I'm very fortunate. Hi, Karen Forward. I'm very fortunate because I have Carissa helping me track some things, and I made a list of the things that I want like totals on, and I thought it would be fun. You guys will have to let me know if you want to do this or not. I have it in my head to do it, but if you tell me, nah, we don't care, then I won't, right? I won't take the time. But if you're curious and you want to have a chance at winning prizes, make sure you tell me yes, because, oh, remember to do the thumbs up. Ann Bellinger, you're amazing. I just saw your post and I'm going to do it. I just did it. So if you guys want me to do this, go ahead and tell me that you want me to do this. But like I came up with a list of questions of things that I thought would be so awesome to share with you guys on numbers and quantities about this amazing community and the business that I run. And it's going to be a guessing game for you guys. And I think I'm waiting for Kelly, my cousin, to create a graphic. And I'll put this graphic on every post. And I'm planning to post every day till the end of the year a different question. And it's going to provide insight. And then I think what I'll do is I'll do a separate YouTube live video in the first of the year, not the first, but like that first week of the new year. And I will share all this information with you, and I will randomly pick a winner that had the correct answer or whoever's closest. So let's say like 3 people guess the right answer, we'll do a random number generator. And if one person gets it, they'll get a prize. So I'm prepared to give away a prize for every question, probably like an embellishment or a ribbon, probably out of the new catalog. And once I can order on the 5th, then I would get those prizes. But like questions like, how many unique classes did I offer in 2023? No, 2022. We're not in, okay, you guys, I was working in January 2023 all day, not all day, but like working on the classes. And hi, Donna Simmer, and I have 2023 in my brain. So like how many, so these are some of the questions, you guys, that I'm going to be asking. So like how many unique classes did I offer in 2022? Meaning, you know, like I had the monthly class 5 times. So that would only count 1 time because it's a unique class. And then like another question would be how many total classes would be offered? Meaning, well, I offered that class 5 times, so it was 5 times. How many cards were kitted up throughout the year? Okay, right? You know it's thousands. I'm curious like what you guys think. How many thousands? I'd be curious to see how many you think, and then to tell you how how many there are, and then like how many unique customers got classes from me. And I'll have like one customer could have gotten a class throughout the year, but I could also have another customer who's gotten 10 classes. So I'm curious if you guys want to guess how many customers got classes from me. And customers, if a customer is not necessarily product, a customer is taking a class with me. How many different stamp sets were featured? How many cards were designed, right? Which is different than the number of classes. So like this right here is the number of cards designed, and each pile is like an event. Okay, so is this interesting to you guys at all? I thought about it. I'm like, would this be fun to do for the rest of the year? And like, here's an awesome question. How many classes did the number one class taker take? So I'm curious if, and I'll have to ask if it's okay if I announce who that is, because I think that person deserves a prize in and of itself, right? And then which class had the highest attendance? How many people earned $25 for orders? Which, you know what, we have those figured out, and I need to contact those people because there's a bunch of them that earned gift certificates with me. How many people are on the team? And what's your favorite class that was offered? And how many loyalty classes were awarded? So I've got like 11 questions that I came up with that I thought, oh, this is so cool to wrap up 2023 with these kind of questions, and you guys can post. So it's going to take, I'm looking for a volunteer too. If there's anybody out there who's remotely interested in helping me, you can still like guess, right? But if anybody's interested in helping me tally the results, like going through the comments and giving me the name and what they guessed, like starting January 1st and tallying it between the 1st and the 3rd. Oh, I would be so happy if somebody wanted to help me with that. So hi, Sue Spiegner. Hi, Karen Stagg. Lots of fun. Cindy Runtree said, Gwen Simmons, you are in for a treat. Lots of fun with Christina and her classes. Oh, cool. Thanks for that, Cindy. I think that this is probably Gwen's first time watching. Oh, hi, Yvette Smith from Alaska. Yvette, I didn't know you were in Alaska. There either is another Yvette Smith or you moved to Alaska, because I know another Yvette Smith, but I thought she lived maybe in Tennessee, North Carolina, somewhere down in that neck of the woods. So yeah, okay, so you guys are liking that idea. Okay, sorry, I still got the frog. So I'm going to be working on those posts, and as soon as I get that graphic from Kelly, it's going to have the same graphic. So you guys will have to be kind of paying attention to Facebook. Like, that's where all that stuff is going to be. So yay. Okay. I did not get the drawing held for the winners of the He's the Man class, so I'm going to have to hold off on those. I tried to get that done, but instead I got something else together, you guys. We pulled all the names for the mystery card night. 32 people shared, yay. So we'll do 2 prizes for that, and I'll share my card with you here at the end of class. And then also at the end of class, we had 48 people who signed up for ink, paper, scissors tonight, so we'll do the drawing for that. As well as last week, there was a free shipping on Thursday, and I believe there were 5 people who placed orders. So we will do the free shipping door prize as well. All right, so shipping door prize. I don't want to forget that because I have those names. I emailed them to myself. So, all right, you guys, will you entertain me for maybe 10 more minutes before we start class? I ask because I got a lot of happy mail. Over the last 3 days, I've probably gotten like that much mail. My mailman is probably loving me. And I wondered if you guys are okay if I share happy mail with you, because I'd love to share it with you so that I can give recognition to those who sent me stuff in the mail. Linda Hall said her niece lives 52 miles from the hive. Well, Linda Hall, I think it's time for you to go visit your niece, and then you guys come and take a class together sometime when the weather's really good. So if you guys will enlighten me, I have a gift from Mary Lumke that I want to share and some Christmas cards. So we'll roll through those, and then we'll get going on the cards for class tonight. And the cards for class tonight are just to remind you guys, we're doing the Joyful Flurry class tonight, which are these 4 amazing cards featuring 4 of the 5 ink colors. So Judy Immel had a task of making me a 5th card to display with you guys, or to share with you, using Parakeet Party, because definitely didn't use Parakeet Party. So, hi Tracy Gruby, you got in, yay! I see your comment, awesome. Okay, you guys, so we're going to start with this pile right here, and we're going to start rocking and rolling through it. This card came from Jennifer Jones. Yay. I see here it says on the back, Nana. You guys, I love this layout. Look at these gems. Jennifer, you found the most beautiful gems that match very nicely. They're like, oh, you colored them. Did you color those? I was just looking at them. They look green and yellowy. At first I thought that that was their true color, but now I'm wondering if you colored them with a marker. But you guys, this is a cool layout. This is definitely a layout from the Sweetest Candy Cane Christmas card class. And I was so delighted to get this card because I love, I love this card. So there you go. That one is from Jennifer Jones, who's also on the Be Happy Stampers team. This one comes to us from Cheryl Taylor, who is down in Florida, Port Richey. I believe it's Port Richey, Florida. I always want to say St. Port Richey, but it's Port Richey, Florida. She used the Joyful Flurry, you guys. That is the set that we're using tonight, actually, the Joyful Flurry, and she used that one die, this die right here, to do this middle die cut, and she used some deckled You did not color them. They came that way. Well, they are matching perfectly to that. I love it. This is the decal rectangle and the dies. She pulled in the Balmy Blue ribbon from the gnome set and some of the gems that are also from the gnome set and Let It Snow. And that's from Cheryl. So yay, Cheryl, we miss you too. And we can't wait for you to get back up here for the benefit in April. Then this one, oh, happy birthday card. This is from Tracy Sorge. You guys, my birthday is sneaking up on us. I will not deny that. So the birthday cards started coming in today as well. So this is some stitched rectangles. This is that set from the annual catalog with the flowers. Shaded Summer. It came to me as I was saying that. I think it's Shaded Summer, if I'm not mistaken. And then it says, sending you smiles for every moment of your birthday. So thank you so much, Tracy. I love that she stamped the back here. I'm bringing birthdays back. Thank you, thank you. This one comes to us from Christina Bernards. It's a little Mary and Joseph in the manger. Some of the sale-a-bration paper that was free with an order back in the July-August sale-a-bration, that silvery paper. And then she's got a little lammer in here and a little baby, and she made it purple for me. So it's cool. So what she did is she took this DSP. It's 3x6 is my guess. Yep. It's 3x6 and then scored at 3. And it's like a little baby card. It's a baby. Very cool. Thanks, Christina. This one comes to us from Miss Patricia Piscopio from Rhode Island. She used some of the painted Christmas designer series paper, a textural element on here that she colored red, some of the evening evergreen open weave ribbon. She took the label, she sliced it in half and put a little red on the top and the bottom and a little gold glimmer on the bottom here. And a Merry Christmas. So thank you so much for this one, Patty. I love it. This one comes to us from Miss Jean Terwilliger and her husband, Mark. They are down in Pennsylvania, and I actually visited with them when I went down to on my trip to Maryland back in September. So I love how she used the Christmas barn, stamped it in gray, and then has a little silver silo on the back here. She used the crumpling up paper technique, you guys. I can tell. She crumpled the paper, and then she highlighted some of the creases or the folds, and then sponged over them. She highlighted them with a sponge ink, and then added some, I think, the classic matte dots in gray. So very pretty, and she's got some trees on the inside with a snowflake. Very pretty, Jean, yay! All right, this one comes to us from Patty Hins in Campbellsport, Wisconsin. So it's cool what she did here. She took a tag, well, she cut it out, and she embossed it at the same time. It looks like it matches up, and so she raised it up then, and it's like, she glued it, it's like she had it here and she stamped and then she embossed it at the same time and then she popped the tag up so that it kind of stood out. So it was a very cool technique. She has gold all the way around the edges, you guys. I wonder if she cut some gold out of the middle or if she used a whole panel. So that's from Patty Hins. Thank you, Patty. You guys, this is really funny. So I don't really sell Labri. I do Labri, right? So it's the skincare. Like I've been since 2016 a Labri person. I primarily, like replenish myself. And so my upline, who's Peggy Hammenschuler, used to buy her cards from me, like the top 10 cards. And I got this and I'm like, wow, this looks like one of my oldies from like the past, like a oldie but a goodie card from the past. And then I flipped it over and I'm like, oh my gosh, had my stamp on the back. She sent me one of the cards I made her like 3 years ago, and I won something. And it says that wheel winner, she does a wheel spin. If you have like $200 in sales in the first 10 days of the month, you get a $10 gift certificate if you win the wheel prize. Like she does a little spinny wheel thing, and I won a $10 gift card, and I got my own card back. So yay, I gotta remember I got that here, so I should take that out now. But thanks to Peggy for giving me my card back. This one is from Miss Linda Hall. Yay, Linda. She's got the little dog. It's got the tracks along the back here. But look at the front of this card. Look at this stepped up card here. So that it sits like this, and the side is like that. And I would have to guess that this is, if that's 11 inches, that would be awesome. This will probably be a fun fold layout in the future. Yep, it's like you take 11 inches and then it's just different score lines. Super cool, Linda. And it's got, you know, it goes awesome. So this is that camper set, you guys, the tree lot dies. And she really put a lot of time into doing all the details on these trees. The trees have little sparkle glitter. She's got a string of lights, and she put these little gold balls, like little gold pearls on. It looks so cool. The camper's on here. Trees in the background. So pretty. Hi, Hildenell. Hi, Mary Lemke. This one comes to us, and it is from Diane Runge, I believe. Yes, Diane. She did the aspen tree dies and put some stars in the sky here. Somebody was looking for little gold stars, and I wonder where you got those, Diane, because Mary Scott asked me probably 3 months ago, I think she was looking for little gold stars to put in a sky. And so here they are on this card. I should take them and give them to Mary Scott, but I'm sure she wanted a whole bunch of them. So then she has a little snowflake decoration in the bottom corner, and she sent an envelope that matches. Thank you, Diane. This one comes to us from Debbie Schultz. Debbie Schultz with a DT. I'm hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. She's got these little critters here that have, like, you can build like different faces and different bodies. Some of that balmy blue glimmer paper and a snowflake die cut back here. This was some of that sale-a-bration paper, I think, from last year. And purple, you guys, I love me my purple. Very pretty, Debbie. This one, you guys, another steppy card, like easily. So this one, look at this. It's got the deer on the front. Now this one comes to us from Linda Kester. And I thank you for your comment there, Linda. I appreciate it. So it sounds like this, and it's got a little bit of work. So like I did a class with this many years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, where you have to slice the pattern, you know, the paper there, and then you have to score, and then you fold, and you get this awesome step card. So very pretty. And so these deer look like, they almost look like you colored them, Linda. I'm pretty sure that you colored them. That looks like the deer, whose poor little leg was broken. It looks like, it's like you stamped them, and I wonder if that's from the stamp set. It's got to be the stamp set, because they did have the Deer Designer Series paper during Sale-a-bration too. I got another birthday card here. This one, watch this, you guys. This is from Carmen Melendez. Yes, Carmen Melendez. It opens like this. Carmen always sends me fun folds. I love it. So it says happy birthday, and then that little present slides up and down. So this is a cool movement card. Super cool. Movement cards are what we're featuring during, I got my hair on here, during the Winter Creative Escape. So thank you so much, Carmen. I appreciate the birthday card. And then this one, you are positively the greatest, comes from Mary Carls, I believe. Yes, Mary Carls. Happy birthday. Another birthday card. And this, you guys, hi, Diane Bogenhagen. This one is from the Abigail Rose class that we did back in August. So thank you for this, Mary. Very pretty. Look at all this glitter on here. It's controlled. I'm very happy that it's controlled. This one is from Miss Kathy Groves. She went all pink with these snowflakes. So pretty. She's got that glimmer around the edges, and then she's got different layers of snowflakes here. And enjoy the magic of the season. And she saved the little in the middle of the snowflake and put it right next to it. You can't throw that little guy away, right? So very pretty. Thank you, Kathy Groves. This one is from Bobby McPherson. She's also on the team. It says no peeking. This is the tag set that we got in our paper pumpkin, which, if you guys look, I've got one left for November paper pumpkin, and then I got 3 for December paper pumpkins, and that might be 2 if Mo takes one of those. Linda Hall says yes, the Lindas and their step cards. Oh, you guys are so funny. Yes, between the, yeah, I got them both, and I'm like, oh, Linda and Linda both did step cards. I love it. This one comes to us from Cheryl Thomas. Very pretty with the boughs of holly. She did the glimmer berries, and then the paper matching, and the cool, I love this label, how it had that little border around there. It's just so intricate. And then a beautiful sentiment on the inside. Thank you, Cheryl Thomas. This one is from Nanette Costa des Harleys. You know, I'm not so good at your last name, Nanette, but I got Nanette. You guys, this is the poinsettia set, or poinsettia, however you say it, from a couple years ago. Absolutely love this poinsettia and how it just cut out, and it's so pretty. I love it with the soft seafoam. It's very light and just very peaceful to look at. So it's got the same sentiment. Yay! You guys like that sentiment. I love it. Thank you so much, Nanette. This one is from Darrell Hoffaker. So Darrell, okay, you guys, we got to send a lot of good well wishes to Darrell. She sent me this card, and Darrell, I hope you're okay with it, but we're going to send lots of positive energy your way right now. So look at this card she made for me, and it goes this way, and then it goes this way. And then I have a beautiful note in here wishing me a happy birthday. But you guys, Darrell is having spine surgery on the 28th of December, and we need to make sure that we do lots of praying and lots of well wishes and good thoughts Darrell's way, so that she has a good surgery and is successful, and that she gets out of it in good order, and that she heals up nicely. So Darrell, thank you for thinking of me on your birthday and getting this out. I know you put on there that you weren't sure if you'd be able to do it after your surgery, so I appreciate you making the time to send it out now. It's a beautiful card. I showed it to Tyler, and he loved it too. He was with me when I was opening some of my mail, and so he got to see this one over the lunch hour. So perfect. I love it, Darrell. So good luck and much success for your surgery. I have one here from Miss Jean Maxwell. This one is, I can't remember the name of the set, with the Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus. This designer paper was like a blushing, like it was rose goldish. It was very pretty. I don't remember what year it was, but it just feels so soft. It's like silky. And like Night and Navy is the color she has here with that like copper embossing powder. And thank you, Jean. I will enjoy the holidays. I hope you do as well. And this one comes to us from Penny Powell. Penny Powell sent me a birthday card as well, using, you guys, you will recognize this layout from the Let's Just Stamp. So I love it. And she put an extra big B on here. She had a little note on here. She said that her kitty ran across the DSP. So she had to hide the scratch with a B. So the funny thing was that my cat was around me, and he sniffed on this card. So Penny, my cat, could smell that your cat was on the card, I think. So it was cute. I love it. So it says Be Happy. So Penny Powell is also on the Be Happy Stampers team. Yay. And this one comes to us from Vicki Rodriguez. Vicki has that Merriest Moments hybrid embossing folder embossed on the background. And she's got an awesome little snowman on here with some glitter, a controlled glitter. Very nice. And it's the magical time of the year. Oh, look at this foil on the inside. And then she embossed with silver on here. So yay. Thank you for the Christmas card, Vicki. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the well wishes for Darrell. This one is from Randy Schultz. I knew, Randy, when you were watching, I had a card from you. I love that she used the green foil that was from last year. And she cut a strip of it, and then she embossed it at the same time, so the pattern continues. And the label, I think, is from Tasteful Textures, that die set. And very cool. And she's got a little tree on the inside. Very nice, Randy. Thank you. This one is from Anna Rebedu. She used some of the Gnome Designer Series paper on the outside. Anna's on the team as well. And I'm going to have to read you guys her notes. She said, thanks so much. And she has it. Look at the inside, you guys. So she said, So many things to thank you for, but generally grateful to you for all that you do for our team. We are definitely happy stampers. So Anna, I thought that was so sweet. Thank you so much. The inside, you guys, look at this. Decorated up with some designer series paper, right? Why not decorate the inside? And she's got some of those little snowflakes. Those actually also come from the set we're featuring tonight, the snowflakes, that little guy right here. And there's 2 of them that you get. So you could die cut both at the same time. So, and the little balmy blue ribbon came from the gnome set. So thank you, Anna, for the thank you card. This one is from Carla Reel, who's also on the team. And this was a little snowman. She has a little decoration. I think that if I had to guess, this was a card. So you guys, when you get beautiful Christmas cards that aren't handmade, you can cut off the template or the picture, and then you can put it on your own new card, right? So this is some strips of designer series paper and a label here. And then it's definitely like, it looks like a card that was up, you know, reinventing the card for another life, right? So very pretty, Carla. This one comes to us from Jody Storman, Amherst, Wisconsin. She's got some Snowflake Designer Series paper on the back here. She did some ink blending along the edges in Merry Christmas. And it's a fun fold, you guys. So it opens this way and that way. And Snowflake wishes for a very Merry Christmas. Very pretty. And that is, oh, we're getting to the end. I think this is Andy Acquisto. You guys, this is also going to be a fun folds class or card class sometime in the future. This layout. So it's got a belly band, and I love these little gold copper stars. It was from this brightest gleaming bundle or suite from a couple of years ago. She's got some ornaments. One is embossed in copper, one in peacock here, and then a copper label. And then this slips off, and then it goes this way, and then this way. And she's got all the designer series paper on each side here. Just so pretty how that all ties together. It's a very wowsy card. I love it. So thank you so much for this card. And okay, we're not done yet, you guys. We're almost done though. Almost done. So entertain me for just a moment yet. This card came to me from Anne Van Willigen. And I don't know if I shared this yet, but I just wanted to share your card. I don't think I shared it on a live. Look at this, you guys. Sending sunshine, love, and big hugs. That's what everybody got who went to onstage on part of my group. Got that. And then the pine bough. It's like wintry embossing folder. She's got some of the bells from the Decorated with Happiness cut out in red glimmer. She's got a couple strips of designer paper, so very cool. So Anne had a great time on stage. I got to meet her there. She's on the team, and she drove up and met us at the hotel. You know, she did. She didn't do the hotel with us, but she did the. Yes, she did the hotel with us. Okay, you guys, there was like 90 people in the hotel, but so Anne Van Willigen was in the hotel group with us too. So, and she got to sit with us. I got to meet her. It was awesome meeting somebody on the team who I'd never met before, and so cool. So that's from Anne Van Willigen. Thank you, Anne. You guys, we're almost there. I have this to share with you guys, and this one came from Chris Duderenke. You guys, another tree lot card with the camphor, the dies, trees for sale. And may the love of the season warm your heart and warm your home and fill your heart. So this is a beautiful card. Look at that beautiful card, you guys. If you're looking for some inspiration with that tree lot dies, it's like she splattered water on this after she ink blended. So very pretty, Chris Duderenke. Love it. And then I feel like there is a card yet. Oh, one more here. So this is from Tammy Sikolik. Who's also on the team, sending love and peace this season, you guys. It's like a mauve pink. I can't remember the name of this one, but it's an older Stampin' Up color. She's got snowflakes on the back, and this tree. It's like she die cut a tree, and then she cut strips of paper. So she die cut many different patterns of designer paper, and then she cut them into strips. And then she put them back together, mixing and matching the designer series paper. So that was super cool. So, and then that is from there. And then there's a little tree that's kind of the same way on the inside here with its got little paper strips. And you guys, she gave me a little treat here. It says, be sweet. And then she gave the kitties some treats. There is one more thing too down here. So now that I shared this with you guys, I can now give these treats to the kittens. And so very cool. So thank you, Tammy, for this one. And I think the last card I need to show you guys is the biggest card of them all. So who's got big cards? I have a big card. All right, you guys ready for this? So this came in the mail in a box last week, I think Friday, and it had Open Me on one side, and this was there, and Tyler was with me at the same time, and you guys, it was a card tutorial. So I had a tutorial, or a PDF that I had to follow. It's a fun fold. And it says, found this great DSP, couldn't resist. Sorry, it's not Stampin' Up, so it won't qualify for any challenges. So sad, but wait till you guys see the card. And then there was this first remove from the package, and then place on a crafting table with the bottom close. You remove the tissue paper, unfold to the left, unfold to the right, unfold the bottom, unfold the top. Enjoy. I already took the safety pins out, and now it says open the DSP, front of the card to the right, open the purple flap to the left, and enjoy. It becomes a lap blanket. And this is from Mary Lemke. It's the biggest card she's ever made. And it's my fault, always my fault, you guys. I have big shoulders, so not really big shoulders, but like theoretically speaking, I have big shoulders. So I can take it whenever you guys need to blame me for anything. If you ever need to use me for an excuse, you can say, well, Christine said to do this, or Christine said this, or you guys, you can blame me. Like your husband or your boyfriend or whoever, your kids don't have to know that it was really you, but you, so it's always my fault, you guys. That's okay. I can handle it. So let me share with you Mary's card. So I'm going to flip this down, but then I'm going to have to hold it up because it is by far the biggest card you guys will ever see. So I think she might have shared it on the team page, or on the Facebook page as well. So it is a card, and it's humongous, and you guys won't even really see the breadth of how big this is until I open it up. So I'm going to actually stand up so you guys can see this. All right, so this is the card. Okay, let's make sure I get it good here. So this is the card, right? It's like a big rectangle, and it's a fun fold, you guys. It's a fun fold. I have it upside down, so hang on. It's a fun fold. So the flap, so the card was like this, right? So the card is like this, and it opens this way, and it has a piece of designer series paper that's a B, and there it says sunshine, love, and big hugs, and then it opens this way. And then it has a sentiment on the inside. It says, oops, wrong way. Merry Christmas and happy birthday. But you guys, I have to share with you, there's embellishments on this card right here. Sorry, right at where my boob is, but embellishments here. And there's 3, of course, right? So there's one. The other one is right here. There's a 3rd embellishment, right? Because 3 odds. And then there's ribbon on the card. So it's all there, you guys. We have a fun fold card. And then in the end, it is a lap blanket. So Mary Lemke, this is amazing. You're awesome. So you guys, I thought I had to share this. I thought you guys would enjoy this. I had to share this with you to see this awesome, humongous card that Mary Lemke sent me in the mail. So, and it's purple and it has bees on it. So, all right. I think that's officially everything that I needed to share with you guys for sharing cards and such. So I thought that, you know what, if you are feeling inspired to make something, you should go for it. All right, you guys. So we have our list of attendees. So I had 48 kits that I made up, you guys. All 48 are gone. And so that means I have none left. So Jean, Mary Lemke. Mary Lemke, Jean has a question. Jean, wondering if there's Stella on the card anywhere. So I don't remember if I saw glitter or Stella or anything, but you'll have to, Mary Lemke, you'll have to let Jean know if there's Stella on there somewhere. All right, you guys. So 48 people are taking the class with me, and we're going to cut the paper here momentarily, but I'll go through roll call first. So we have Deanna Stell, Sandy Wicklander, Sherry Martin, Angela Knutson, Mary Carls from Jericho, Wisconsin, Jennifer Jones, Julie Bierschbach, Pamela Leahy, Jeannie Parker, Kathy King, Judy Immel, Diane Bogenhagen, Jill Butzine, Carmen Melendez, Jody Storman, Cheryl Thomas, Christina Heiser, Karen Wetstein, Feline Mays, Penny Powell, Chris Dudarenki, Karen Forward, Tammy Steckling, Gail Kane, Debbie Buzzy at Work Schultz, Barbara Moynin, Sue Somerville, Doris Munson, Carla Lake, Christina Bernards, Cindy Runtree, Helen Chase, Marcia Dean, Linda Hunt, Shirley Malarkey, Lori P., Tracy Gruby, Mary Lemke, Sarah Merchant, Sue Spiegner, Marcia Long, Annette Rollin, Donna Grushke, Cheryl Stewart, Sherry Everett, Suzanne Neild, Janet Prue, and last but certainly not least, Dawn Link. And Dawn Link is new to me, so this is her first online class with me. So exciting for that. This is also Janet Prue's first online class with me. And I just thought of another question. My mom and I were working on Christmas cards this last week, right? And my mom's like, did you know you have this many like Susans or Barbaras or Lindas or Christines or Sherrys or Marys or Janet's? Like every time, because I have them always in alphabetical order by first name, right? And so my mom was amazed with how many of the same name, let's say like, you know, Barbara or Barb or Barbie, you know, that's the same name, or Christine or Chrissy or Christina or Chris, right? It's the same name. So here's my question for you. That will be one of the questions, you guys. What is the name that has the most number of people that are in my community, right? That I've either had a class with, or they've bought product from me, or, you know, okay, like Carmen, you know, we've got a couple Carmens, we've got Sarah's, Deanne, you are the only Deanne. So I'm like just putting it out there that you're not going to be the answer for this this question. But you guys, I just listed off like 10 different names, right? So one of the question is going to be, what first name is the most common amongst our community? Or I should say my community. You guys are in my community. And so I'm curious, like, what you guys think it is. And so Pat is another one that there's many Pats, right? So what, and Karen, you guys, there are Cindy, like there's so many Cindys. Linda, oh my gosh. Okay, Doris Munson, you're the only Doris. So sorry to put that out there, but it won't be Doris. Diane, there's a few Dianes too. What is the first name? So start thinking about this, you guys. That's going to be one of the questions, because I'm amazed like how many different first names are duplicated. Kathy is another one. Donna's another one. Mary, yeah, you guys, I'm just, it amazes me that first name. So you don't have to guess here, right? But when I have that post, make sure you think about it and tell me which one you think it is. Yes, Mary Lemke is from Sioux Falls. No, it's just northeast of Sioux Falls. Yes, that neck of the woods though. All right, you guys, are you ready to make some cards? Oh man, we have to do some cutting first. Okay, thank you to Diane Bogenhagen. She is allowing me to use her kit tonight for class, for cutting. And so we are going to, as a group, cut our vellum first. Now the snowflake vellum is gone, you guys. It was in the online store up until maybe about a week and a half ago. And it is now out of inventory. So hopefully you have what you want. And if you don't have it, there's regular vellum. You could always stamp more snowflakes on it. Hi, Marcia Long. Hi, Hildenell. Hildenell, you're the only Hildy, in case you're wondering, or the only Hildenell. All right, so you guys, for those of you that got this class with me, you got a kit that looks like this, and you've got this roll of ribbon that is, Bonnie Lesbrant says it reminds her of pipe cleaners that are in a pliable form. It's like they're bristly. It's very bristly ribbon, and it's like you either love it or you hate it, but we tried to make, Chris and I designed these 4 cards together. We tried to make 4 cards that you could see a great use of the ribbon and it not being too bulky or too out there. So you guys, we have in here 6 pieces of the vellum. So this vellum came as 12 by 12 sheets, and you got 6 different patterns. The 3 are actually the same, but in a velvet, and then the other 3 are in this holographic iridescent prismy look. And so we're not using all of them. We're using 4 of them. And then you'll get your 4 card kits. And so thank you, Diane, for letting me cut the paper up, and I'll make sure to put it in your 4 card kits. And then on top of it, everybody received a pack of the gems. They're called Adhesive Back Sequins and Gems. You guys, these went out of stock a little bit ago. So Diane actually needed these for the class that she did. And so she's already cut off a bunch of the pink ones. But so I have these here for Diane. And I saved some for myself for this class because that's all that's really left. So let's get going on cutting our paper here. There was a minor mishap in the PDF tutorial when I first wrote it and sent it Monday. Christina Bernards found it, caught it, and corrected me so that I could correct it and send it out to you guys. And that was actually on this card. So hopefully my PDF instruction had it at 5 inches high instead of 5 1/4, which wouldn't be the worst. You would just see a little white border. So if you've already cut it at 5, you would just see a little white border at the top. But we'll go ahead and get some of our paper cut here. These two are going to be, well, actually these 3 are all going to be super easy. These are, it's a 3 by 5 1/4, and then that one is a 5 by 3. I don't know if I said that right. 5 1/4 by 3, and this one's a 5 by 3. So those are pretty easy. So let's grab out our holographic polka dotty paper. Teamwork makes the dream work. We know it. So this one's going to be for this one. And then the other one is the other holographic. There's 2 snowflakes. They look very similar. You guys watch your eyes. It's like bright lights, bright lights. It's this one. I think this pattern's a little bit prettier because it's daintier and the snowflakes are like more unique, where these are thicker. So these are great for if you want to fussy cut these out and put them on a card. But it's making my eyes hurt. So we're going to put that away here. Might as well grab out the polka dot vellum one here. And then this one is the more detailed one. So all in all, we didn't necessarily use these, but you guys make something pretty with these patterns that are left. I'm going to put these back on Diane's pile over here. All right, 14 degrees with a chill factor of 4 below 0. Oh my goodness. Cold. All right, you guys, so this one. So, all right, you have options. Okay, so it's 3 by 5 1/4. So you could either cut it at 5 1/4 first and leave that strip off. Like, let's say you want to make a second card. If you cut it there, then you have your 2 3-inch sections right away. Or if you cut it at 3 inches, then you're going to end up with 2 little sections at the end. So I think what we'll do is we'll cut it at 5 1/4 first. And what I sometimes will do with this kind of paper is I'll flip it upside down so that I'm not cutting through the little bumpies. Well, I mean, you're going to cut through the bumpies, but like get them caught on the blade. So we're going to do 5 1/4, and we're just cutting off a little 3/4 inch strip here on the side. So this, you guys, you could use it on your inside if you want. You could always put that down here at the bottom. Oh, that's really pretty. That would add to it. So you can do with the strip what you want. I will put it over on Diane's pile there. And now this gets cut at 3 inches. So got it to the 3-inch mark. And now you have your piece that you need for here, but you also have another piece if you want to use that for a second card. And I just realized I never grabbed out my card kits that we need for class tonight. Let me see if I have, and I have mine here ready to go, which is very nice. I think that, yep, that's good to go. Okay, cool. All right, so that's what we've got for that one. The next one is about the same, but this one is actually at 5 because you can see the Tahitian tied all the way around. So if you want to, cut it at 5 inches, and then you'll have a little 1-inch strip that's left, but do with it what you want. And then now flip it, and you're gonna do the next cut at 3 inches. So you have, again, 2 pieces. You can do a second card with it. It's ready to go. And then you need the 1 piece for this card. So that's that. This guy's pretty easy as well. He is a 5 by 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So that's a little bit bigger than normal. So you'll notice on these 2 cards, you guys that did the class with me, when we designed them, we designed that bottom mat to be a little bit bigger than normal. Instead of it being a 5 1/4 by 4, we made it a 5 5/16 by 4 1/16. Okay, yes, that is us doing our crazy 16ths. We understand that. That's not always your cup of tea. We cut that bigger, though, so that you could cut your designer paper at 1/8 of an inch. We don't mind having you guys cut 1/8 of an inch. We know you don't like to cut at 1/16 of an inch. Well, not all of you. So just know the vellum is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. There's no real direction to the pattern. like this way or that way, but I flipped it over so the smooth side is here. Hi to Anique from the Netherlands. Woohoo! Glad you're watching. So 5 1/8, and again, I flipped it over so I got the smooth side here so that I don't catch the plush velvet with my blade. So 5 1/8. Now you've got that strip that would look super cool if you want it on the bottom there. Takes away from your writing space, but if you don't like to write, it helps you out there. Now 3 7/8. So let's flip it and go to 3 7/8. Now it doesn't leave you much left to do a second card the same way, but you could always use it to do another card and have half of it on. So that's extra. And then this is for this one right here. And then the last one, now you might think it takes the whole piece, like it's another mat. Nope, we didn't do it that way. We actually do not have any vellum underneath here. So this is another one, the measurement's the same on the sides. It's 3 7/8, but instead of cutting a whole piece, we cut 1.5 inch strips. So watch this. So flip it over so the plush side is down. 3 7/8 inch. So this is extra. And then what you want to do is cut 1.5 inch sections. So 1.5. And then 1.5, like this. This is extra. And now you just saved this for a future, like a second card. And now you have these two little pieces that are gonna go at the bottom and the top of that, and they get covered up here. Oh, Anique said the vellum was sold out December 1st. You know what? I think that this vellum was still available when the last chance started, and then it became unavailable soon after. So luckily I had enough for this class. All right, so Diane, these will be for you in your envelopes exactly like that. You guys, that was it for cutting. That was not crazy now, was it? All right, now we have to figure out which card we're gonna do first. While I go get some ribbon. Ribbon. I definitely forgot to grab that because I'm not gonna use Diane's. All right, so I think we're gonna do this one last because I love it a lot. You guys, I love me my purple, so we're gonna go in this order for our making cards tonight. All right, you guys are in for a treat with this class because there's very little stamping that is going to be required. And I'm actually gonna do my samples here as the set is, I didn't even show it to you guys until right now. Well, I showed it just briefly earlier. Joyful Flurry. There is sending you all the best this new year and let us know. So that's what I'm going for. And the dies here are awesome. There's 3 or 4 that actually cut out the outlines of the focal images. And then there's some that they don't really cut out the snowflake. They actually do this, like cutting out this stuff, but not really the snowflake. So you can see it cuts it out. And then you can pop these things up like that. Super cool. So that's a little bit about the dies. There's 2 awesome label dies in here that match the sentiments. So that's what we used a lot. So don't forget to do the thumbs up next to the live chat. Thanks, Marsha Long, for that reminder. All right, so you guys, we've already cut the designer paper, right? So that's there. You have a little label. Whoa, wrong size label. Hang on. I might have swapped mine around accidentally. So let's see here. One moment, please, while I figure out. That's supposed to be a big one. There's a little one. I think that I can rob Peter right now for this class, for this card, but I might have to go cut one out real quick. When we get to that last card, I might have cut myself 2 small ones. Anyways, we have the glimmer paper. You guys, like, I don't use the ink colors very often. I'll be honest with you. This is probably, well, Blue Christmas, we used these 2. And then these 2 really, maybe just for that, the November monthly class with the pocket card with the candy cane, Sweet Sorbet came in. Orchid Oasis hardly has been used. So this was a great excuse, you guys, to pull in the in colors. So we need the Tahitian Tide. But then there's also the in color glimmer paper got used on each of these cards as accent pieces. So you guys are going to have a little in color glimmer snowflake here. Then this is die cut out for you. And so while you have it in your hands, you could take and kind of pop these up from the back like that so that they're ready to go. And then you have a piece of glue, silver foil, which is slightly bigger. You guys, to always kind of test your pieces before you get glue happy. If you need to trim this white down a hair to see more silver, now's the time you could do it. Like let's say you want to see a little bit more silver coming out the edge, just trim a little bit off each side. And then there's a piece of Tahitian Tide that will go right like that. So you see the Tahitian coming out. You'll have your label that looks like this. And then you have 2 pieces of Tahitian Tide mats. They're the same size. One is for your inside and one is already embossed on the left-hand side with the Wintry Snowflake embossing folder. And then we have here the thick basic white, and you're just going to want to take the bone folder and burnish it. And oh, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing a piece of white for my inside. Does that mean you guys are too, or is it just me? Oh, I could have sworn that we put white in everybody's, except for mine probably. So I'll have to cut myself a piece of white really quick. I'm very hopeful that I'm the only one that's missing it, and I can make do. It's just white paper. We can cut more. They make more white paper every day, right? So 3 3/16 by 5 1/16. All right, so now I've got a white mat. I don't think it was in my kit anywhere. So, all right, let's get our Stampin' on and get that done right away. So grab your Tahitian Tide. Now, if you don't have Tahitian Tide, any light blue would be pretty with it. The stamps are red rubber, so you don't necessarily need to have, what's the inside look like? Oh, Joyful Wishes. So, oh, that's good. That'll work. Okay. There's also a snowflake there, so we got to grab a little scrap. You don't necessarily have to have this Tahitian Tide. You could have a light blue. Let me grab Joyful Wishes. It's over here, actually. Joyful Wishes are wishes for any time of the year. So these will be perfect with a New Year's Eve card or a New Year's card. So this one is more cursive-y and scripty, and it looks good even if you are a little crooked, thankfully, with this one. And then there's a snowflake, and pick whichever snowflake you like the best and stamp off, and then stamp kind of over the top of it. And what it does is it gives you a light little snowflake back there. And then you'll have your sentiment on here. And what you're going to do is do your best. The Y might get cut off ever so slightly on here. And if that's the case, it's okay. But I would practice on the back side first just to see how it lines up. I'm going to go up a little bit higher so my Y doesn't get cut off quite as much. Good. And then you have space on the side here. And what you could do with that space is there's a baby snowflake in here. Or there's dots too. There's these dots you could also use. But we're going to take the snowflake, and there's room on the sides here. I'm going to stamp off and put one down here and put another one there. So there's 2 of them. If you wanted to do more, you could. You know, don't hesitate to decorate it however you want to. The joke is, it's not a joke, I'm serious. It's however you want to do it, right? It's your card. Make it yours. Change it up however you want. All right, so I think we're ready to get a little bit glue happy. All right, so let's flip this one over. And what we'll do is put this guy on. The trick with this vellum is you will see through it wherever you put the glue. So we're going to be strategic about it. And we're actually going to use tear-in tape. Let's get this on here. If you guys had that little strip of vellum, you could definitely have glued that along the bottom if you want. We're going to flip this over and put this on the inside right away. Yeah, thanks, Gwen. She said she likes the second generation stamping on that strip to cover up some of the white space. Yeah, glad you like that idea. That's, yeah, it's just, it fills, I'm not good with white space, so it actually helps to fill it up. All right, so our vellum, you can see through. So we're gonna be strategic about where we put our tape, right? And if you see here, this has covering and this has covering. Kind of look to see which snowflake looks best. Okay, so that snowflake up there, pretty much you get to see the whole thing if you have it like that. Where here, it gets covered up. So I wanna make sure that that's my top, and I wanna put tear and tape right where that rectangle is gonna go. So here, and then along the bottom where my label is gonna go. And I'll wait, like right there's a snowflake that has that holographic. I'm gonna actually put a glue dot right there, just in the middle, because then you probably won't see it because of that holographic being there. And to me, this is enough tape to glue this down. And it just, all right, so I'm gonna go upside down and get my top and my bottom and that side here all matching. So you should have about the same margin all the way around. All right, so we've got that prepped. And now what we can do is put our ribbon down. So we're gonna do that tear and tape sandwich. You guys make sure you had your embossing on the left-hand side here. And then you're gonna cut as much ribbon as you need to have it go about a 1/2 inch past each side. Bring it back to the front then. That tear and tape's waiting for you, so you know it's there. So you can make sure you look at it from the front and get your ribbon straight. And then put a little bit more tear and tape over this. Now this ribbon is pretty thick. Oh yes, there are, Gwen's saying there's micro dots that work with vellum that could work. Also, what people have said too is you could take like one of your silicone mats, put a little liquid glue on it, and then use a sponge dauber and pick that up and then use your sponge dauber to do that. But to me, that gets messy. So I just as soon be strategic about where the tear and tape goes. So yes, there's different ways and options to do it. Because this, I'm gonna call it pipe cleaner ribbon, is so thick. Like I'm noticing here on my sample, it's wanting to come up right there because it just doesn't want to stay glued. Well, it would help if I had adhesive right there. So here's me fixing this, right? You could put a little bit of adhesive right there and that will help hold that down. Now, the other option is if you want to, you could definitely pop this up. Then you're not going to worry at all about that pipe cleaner ribbon being too tall. Oh man, my glue scissors is gone. I gotta go find my glue scissors. You guys, my little caddy is kind of half empty here. I got my glue scissors and my paper scissors out. They're flying around the hive doing lots of other work. Okay, you guys, we got to the end of our sheet of dimensionals here, and we're using it up. Don't be afraid. We're gonna use this whole sheet up tonight yet. Popping this up, now I don't have to compete with the ribbon having height there. Something like this works for me. Hi, Gwen Petrashek. Happy that you're here. They're so bright and cheerful, these cards. I would definitely agree. And popping this up, now our ribbon's not going to compete with wanting to be flat. And this, I know it does, I don't normally like do a whole bottom mat popped up, but in this case, it works to do it that way. And then what happens is this foil is very slippery when you use liquid glue. So what I would do is grab some glue dots and put a glue dot, and actually putting it behind this is makes more sense. So put it in each of the 4 corners. Should stick once you pick it up. One more right here. And then this will stick really nicely to our foil paper. Be careful though, because once you get it down, it's not going to want to come up very well. Now here's your choice. Do you want to pop this up onto here or glue it flat? Now on this card I glued my mat flat and then I popped that up, and underneath is going to get popped up. So now I think I'm going to just put this one flat. If you really want dimension though, you could have put some dimensionals right between this layer. Yes, I was just going to say Gwen Simmons, and then Gwen Patrashek, and then there's Gwen Goda from Hawaii. So there are 3 Gwens at the moment. All right. And then what we're going to do is this is going to go over here. And because this ribbon is here and it's thick, we're going to want that one dimensional to make sure it captures over on the other side. And then the other dimensionals will be across the ribbon border. We'll put that guy really close to the edge here. And we're going to make sure that that one is hanging on the left side of the ribbon. And I'd say somewhere like that. Don't stick it down quite so sticky yet, because you can always move it if you need to. And this one, it's kind of resting like on top of the Tahitian, so it needs to get popped up as well. And what we'll do is put one over there, one here, and then another one really close to this ribbon so that we don't risk going over the ribbon. Oh, I did it backwards, hang on. That guy needs to go over there. And then I kind of have the silver point just over the label slightly. And then when you get it where you want it, like let's say you think, oh man, this should be up a little higher because it's got more showing here than here. Now all you have to do is, because you didn't really push it down, you can bring that up a hair and go for it one more time. So there's that, and then we're gonna move this up a hair. So you guys, you can finagle this until you squish it down good. And now I've got that a little bit more centered top to bottom, and now I'm gonna push down on those dimensionals, and we're gonna make sure that that guy gets tucked in there. There's one little knot on here, so cut yourself some more ribbon, cut off a little more ribbon. And what you're gonna do is put that underneath. You are gonna tie a knot, which is gonna make it a little bulky. Just tie it really tight. And I'm gonna tie it so my tails come this way and this way so that they kind of go in line with the Tahitian. And then grab your ribbon scissors and trim your tails. And then grab a glue dot. There are 3 Gwens, there sure are. And then this little snowflake can go right in the middle. And it's awesome because you just put that glue dot in the middle. It allows for you to pick up the ends and pop them up. All right, so decorations on this one. The sequins and these gems. I first got these, I'm like, these are the weirdest little gems ever. But when you build a design out of them, like this, like that, and then one in the middle, super cool. So Julie Frost is the one that gave us that idea. She did a card from the Summer Creative Escape that it was super cool. So we copied or cased that idea. And I feel like this one right here has more used on it. So let's get that guy out. And this little guy goes in the middle, like that. And then grab another gem. And you're creating this like little sunburst kind of look to it, right? Boom. And then there's another little blue one over here. And because I stamped a snowflake, I'm going to put it in the middle of the snowflake. If you really wanted, so because I pulled that up, it's not sticking. I lost my stickiness. So I'm going to put a glue dot right on my dimensional just to make it sticky again. There. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't like to stick on the ribbon. So I'm going to put it right over the ribbon, and then it'll stick on the ribbon as well. I like stability. Okay, back to this. There's one in the middle, of this snowflake as well. So that's 5. Now, where do you want to put another one, right? Would you put one here? Would you put 2 here? You guys have a whole pack of these sequins. Do with them what you want. You can decorate a lot or you can decorate a little. And we didn't Stella. Oh, you took my Stella pen away too. I try not to take things from my little caddy area here because then I don't always remember to put them back. I'm going to put a little bit of Stella all the way around that white piece. Oh, you could also, if you guys wanted, you could Stella these guys. The other thing you could have done over here, I didn't think to do it, and it would add to it. If you wanted to take some white ink and hover over the top of these little snowflakes, you could give them a little accent by adding some white to the embossed snowflakes. Wonderful, wonderful. You guys, that was it. We got one done. Lickety split. Okay, so that was our first card with the Tahitian Tide. And let's see here. Here's my inside. I don't want to lose that. Boom. One done. We're going to set you over here and grab the next one. We're going to do Sweet Sorbet next. So pull out that kit. Let's see what the card looks like. So this one has Let It Snow, Let It Snow, and it lost a sequin. There's supposed to be one there. I see it must have fallen off. All right. You should have a little label that's cut out in Sweet Sorbet. You should have one cut out in the white. You should have 2 snowflakes. Now, that glitter paper, you guys, I kept out, hi Betty Pile, I kept out, Gwen has a strip of yarn tied on her ribbon. Yes, exactly. And people put ribbon charms on them. Yeah, you could definitely help keep them. And I write on them like paper, and then I write glue on my glue one. This paper one I've started to use for everything, but I definitely keep this one as my ribbon one. It's brand new, and it's not even labeled yet that it's ribbon. So the glimmer paper goes ombre, it goes light to dark. So I saved out for my kit to show you how light your snowflake could be and how dark, and it could be anywhere in the middle, okay? And I tried to give everybody a lighter one and a darker one just to try to keep it even. This is an example of these dies cut out this detail part, but they don't actually cut out the outline, all right? So that's what this does. And there is a square that's cut, or a rectangle that's cut here. And you can take and massage all these little pieces and pop them up like this. And it gives it this cool look. It's like they're little fingers that are coming out and grabbing for you, like in the movies. Like, oh, they're coming to get you, my pretty. Okay, look at that. Super cool. All right, so that is that layer. I'm going to see if I have Julie's card handy. Oh, yes. I'd like to give credit where credit is due, you guys. We don't come up with everything ourselves when we're working on cards. So we definitely pulled, this was from Julie Frost from Ohio, from the Summer Creative Escape, and this was the card we cased. So we took the layout, but made it different, right? We changed at least 3 or 5 or 6 things. But this is the card that we saw where she did that technique with the gems with the sequin in the middle that we absolutely loved. And here she actually cut out some of these snowflakes out of the vellum because the die cut some of these vellum snowflakes out. But we cased this background and having that label like through the middle. So thank you for that idea, Julie. We really appreciate that. That's what it's about, you guys. That's why we swap, so we get ideas to be creative. This one you will also have 2 mats. I think you guys might need to be careful because the outside mat is going to be bigger than the inside mat. The inside mat should mat with your white paper here. So the inside is going to be the 5 1/4 by 3, no, 5 1/4 by 4, and the inside white is like 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. The outside is going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be that 5 5/16 by 4 1/16 to give you that mat here. And your white base is thick. Anytime I use a white base, I always use thick white. And this might be Laura's favorite. Yay. Horizontal card, you guys. So keep it horizontal so you don't forget that. Let's get rid of some like pieces. Let's glue some down. Now the vellum is secure. You can secure it under this middle section. And again, because it's vellum, when I use liquid glue, it gets warpy or kind of like wavy. I'm just going to put some pieces of tear-in tape right under this middle section. Again, you could use like sticky dot things. You could use your tape runner. You could use whatever you want. I like to use tear-in tape. And you can see, oh, it's hard to see it, but you can see that there's some tear-in tape lines. It's very discreet, but using a sponge dauber would work. But honestly, I did not glue all the way around this edge anyways, and the card's not going anywhere. This can get flipped over, and we'll glue that down on the front. Kind of look at it. I'm like, well, that snowflake's really close to the edge. So you'll see more of that in the top. That one you'll see on the other side. So I just flip it around. See how you like to lay it down. That goes right on the front. And then this one, we could put that down. And that is definitely popped up with dimensionals. So let's put those around here. Like that. Yay, you guys, we used up a sheet of dimensionals. All right, so that means you look through the drawer. Oh, there's our ribbon scissors too. See if we have any more. I don't see any more here. So we'll go to the vault of adhesives and grab some more. I'll go like this so they're easy to get in and out. And I do want a smaller one. So when I cut the edge like that, I get a half of a dimensional. And I want to stick that near the middle and the edge here so that we have some good structure and support on the edges here. And one more right here in the middle. And then you can pick these off. And that will go right onto the front of your card in the center of the vellum area. Centered left to right, top to bottom. I do, Gwen. I love 1/16 of an inch. I just noticed that this is opposite this one. And that's okay. So if you look at this snowflake's up here, and that snowflake's down here. And when you hold it this way, it's that way. They're opposite corners. And that's okay, you guys. I guess that was a communication gap between me and Tammy, because Tammy did all your die cutting for these snowflakes. It's still going to look the same, but just opposite corners, I think. So it's going this way versus this way. Just notice that now. No problem, though. And then 1/16 of an inch came to be because Naughty Nancy, actually. When you mat something and only cut off 1/8 of an inch off of two sides, it's not enough to give yourself a nice border. So when you do the 1/16 of an inch, you get a nice little border. And that's why we do that. Let's get our Stampin' on, you guys. So let it snow. And then it could definitely say Joyful Wishes in there as well. We need to go ahead and clean our stamp so that it doesn't put blue ink in the Sweet Sorbet ink. And I believe the Let It Snow is clean. And we need this one, though. So you guys, this host code is current as of right now, in case anybody still needs to place orders for any last chance items, or the clearance rack is still got stuff in it. Whatever you need, anytime you place an order, for those that are new to me, if the order is over $45 worth of product and you use the host code, it qualifies for a free class. Now, ink, paper, scissors is not ever a class you can get for free. This is a product-based class, meaning you get the ribbon, you get the embellishments, you get designer paper, and it is called a product-based class that is only gotten by paying the fee. But a lot of my other classes are classes that you can get free with a minimum order. So we're gonna take that snowflake stamp off, and then we'll go right over the top of it. Oh, that's really dark. Okay, to me it looks busy. You can read it, but I feel like it should have been one more stamp off. Grab your Joyful Wishes, flip it over, right? Grab it, and then this time we're gonna go 1, 2, and then 3. And it's a lot lighter. Okay, so there's at the eye doctor, option 1, option 2. That one gets really messy, but by doing a third strength on there, you can see the Joyful Wishes. And if you still don't like that and you'd rather do a strip of paper or the snowflake in the bottom corner, that's always something you could do. So there are so when you guys watch the showcase video with me that's happening later, you'll be able to see all the classes you can get for free in January. Like the launch party is one you could get free with an order. You could get, sorry, I wasn't done stamping here. You could get the monthly class. You could get, look at mine is really far off, you guys. That came with that big edge there. So I have to be very, very careful stamping that. The Let's Just Stamp you could get free, or the Country Floral class. So there's a lot of them. Okay, so it stamps straight, but I have to take into consideration that I've got a lot of voided area here. So I got to bring it down more than what I think I should. Practicing on the back. Oh yeah, okay. Now let's get it that good on the front. Okay, so it's down here more. Good, all right. Practice makes perfect, you guys. I think that that's it for this color. And what we're gonna do is we can glue this in. And let's grab this mat and put that down. So the catalog launch party, you guys, is 4 fun folds. So we've got a fun folds class lined up for you in January with the launch party. We have another fun folds lined up for you for sale-a-bration celebration. Sale-a-bration hoorah rah. And then there's also a fun folds for the launch party, I believe, in the holiday catalog. My guy's right here, so let's grab this. Figure out how you want to do this. I want to see this darker side come out, so we're going to put it like this. I used tear and tape. You could use glue dots. I wouldn't use liquid glue because with the glimmer paper, liquid glue doesn't stick as well. And then now you're going to need another piece of tear and tape for us to put on the back of this to run the ribbon back and forth. You do not want to cross it. You want to have it, let's see this. I want my ribbit. I'll have a tail here. It's going to catch that tear and tape. You're going to put a little loopy. Don't cross it though. You're just back and forth. Make another loopy. And then your tail comes out the other end. And it's going to look something like that. Before I put the last tear and tape over it, I'm going to see where it looks. If it looks good, if I got it in a good spot, I'm very happy with it right there. I'm going to put tear and tape over the top of that. I'm going to pick that. My goodness, the dimensionals are so white. That one's going to go here, and I'm actually going to do another one. Get it down good. Don't put dimensionals where the ribbon is because it's that thick already. You don't need more there. All right, plopper that down where you want to see it. I'm going to like set it there, and I'm going to kind of play with where my snowflakes could go. Okay, opposite, like that looks good to me. Now, you might want this moved over further one way or the other. It's all up to you to decide. So we're gonna get that guy here. Glue dots for the little snowflakes as well. And we're gonna put that one here. Actually, would that one look better up here? Oh, be careful. Oh, that glue dot. Oh, it's going to stay right there, you guys. It did not want to come up, and it was going to rip the paper, so we left it. Let's glue this in. If you guys go to my calendar, so my events calendar is up to date now for January. If you go to cardsbychrisb.com and you go to January, so you got to toggle from December to January. That's what I worked on today for a couple hours. I got the January calendar up to date. I'm almost done with February, March, and April. I still have a few things to put in for each month yet besides January. I have to put the monthly class in yet for February and December, February, March, and April. And what do we else? Okay, we need the jemmies here. So I'll show you guys, in case you're new, what my advents calendar looks like. If you're in Canada, there are 2 classes that you can sign up for starting in January. One is the Sweet Card class I'm working on with Rose Coleman. She's going to be offering the kits for that class in Canada. And then the other one is the club class. If you want to get signed up for the club class, that is also, oh man, let's see where this is going to go. So I've got one here, and I feel like maybe we could put the other one here. The club class is something you could take. She already is currently doing a club class, and so she's adding on the sweet class. And then I'm currently doing the sweet class and adding on the club class that she does. I'm tailoring it to be in the States, like the pricing is a little different because of the currency exchange. I want to know if I should do a 1, 2, you know what? We're going to put a pink one right in the middle of that snowflake. And we'll put a pink one here. How many? I have 2, 4, 6, 8 left. Let's see where I need them on here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's all I can do. Okay, so I got to save these 8 for the next 2 cards. That's all I got left. But you know what? I don't think it would hurt to put a little bluesy one here. And then we might call that good. And to give it good measure, maybe we'll put a blue one in here just to help offset it. Nope, I don't like that at all. We're back to pink in the middle here. But you know what? That one could have the blue one, so they kind of offset each other. I'm good with that. Hi, Chris Domino. I'm glad you like it. All right. Stella, Ella, Ella, something. Go for the glory. If you wanted to Stella this whole background piece, it would have been probably better to do it before we put it down, but it's all right. And our little label here, you could always do a little edging on that. Cool beans. All right. So the events calendar, you guys were talking about, it's updated. Mostly all of January. So there you go. We got our second card done. Yay. We'll set that right there. I will show you guys really quick where that events calendar is for those that are new and wondering, in case inquiring minds want to know. If you go to the internet, go to the World Wide Web and search for cardsbychrisb.com. It's right here. And when you're in there, if you click on events, what you need to do is you need to toggle to January. So there's little arrows on each side. You can see I got January updated. There's only a few days that we don't have anything going on. Like the launch party is in here now. The spring launch party, the Ring with Nature is in here. The Fitting Florets is in here. The club class, the club class, the true club class, that was the original. The Escape is in here. Mystery Card Night's in here. Let's Just Stamp is here. The January monthly class is here. Country Florals here, and then you go to February. I still have a few things to update for February, March, and April. I'm missing all my monthly classes and the ad hoc classes. The other thing I am missing is for the 24th is the Technique Club class. So just so you guys know, I'm still formulating that event, and I will put it out there. I'm not sure if it will be tomorrow. I'm working with Rose. I got her information on how she does it. I just need to get it all written down in there. So that is where you guys, all of it's out there, except for the Technique Club class and then some stuff in February, March, and April. All right, we're saving this one for last and doing this one next. So this is the Orchid Oasis. And there's one thing that got pulled in from a different bundle. It was a happy accident, let's just say. This little silver snowflake back here is actually from the lightest glow or brightest glow or the Christmas glow. There's a snowflake in there. The blue Christmas card that we did, it actually had that snowflake die cut. And Karen Wetstein, if you're watching, this was my bad miscommunication to you. Karen helped me die cut for the blue Christmas, and she cut these all out of silver foil instead of white glimmer. And for the blue Christmas, it was white glimmer. So we had all these little silver snowflakes left, and we're like, oh, let's put them in this card so that it adds a little snowflake Okay, so no harm, no foul. We got it, and they got built into this card. So you guys should all have a silver snowflake, and then you have a second silver snowflake that is small, like this. And you'll have this snowflake. So this is how it cuts out the outline, but then you can get that little snowflake. That's a separate die that does that to the inside. You have a wonderful snowflake. Everybody's got to pop their own out. We just cut them into squares for everybody. It's iridescent and holographic on one side. And if you have the blends, you could color that side. If you don't have blends and you want to do the back side, you could use your regular ink pad. You can make something pretty with these scraps if you are so inclined to. There should be a little white label for you. There'll be 2 glimmer strips here. And I tried to cut them so that you had light to dark or dark to light. I'm going to keep them kind of the same. Then you have this piece of white, which should match the same size as the vellum that you just cut. Thanks, Deb. And the Deb, if I'm not mistaken, oh, never mind. Deb, I had a moment, like, you have a box coming, and I was trying to remember what was all in your box. So Deb and Susie, you got a Happy Mail box that went out today, and it'll have your stuff from the team meeting. And I was trying to remember, was there anything else in their class related? But there wasn't. So I had a aha moment, and then I didn't. You guys, if you ever get a piece of paper that has a blemish on it like this, like that's how the paper came. And instead of giving it to one of you guys, I kept it for myself to talk about it. That it's perfectly fine because it's going to get covered up anyways. So you could also put it on the back and no one will ever see it. So if that ever happens, no worries. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure that everybody's this got cut out of your Orchid Oasis mat here. Yes, Wink Stella first. Here's what I've been meaning to do every time, you guys. There's a little label here. And what you want to do before you stamp it is Stella it. Because when you Stella it first, you have glitter all over there. Yeah, I know you can't see it on the video, but there's Stella on there. Now it's all over. Perfect. The other thing too is you might as well Stella this right away before it's on your card, because then it's all done. The other thing is, if you Stella it afterwards, then you don't put Stella on areas that don't get covered up. So I guess it's really a horse a piece, a dime a dozen, what you want to do. But I've got that done now. That's it. I went Stella the foil things here. So Deb, you have a box, and like Susie's stuff is over here, and your stuff is here from when it comes to the letters, and then you've got your mug, and you've got your books, and you guys have prizes in there. So just so you know, that's on its way. And hopefully, you pull it out one thing at a time. Maybe you guys can open the box together. All right, vertical card this time. And I think what we'll do is we're going to clean the stamp first. And let's get this, let it snow stamped. And then on the inside, you guys guessed it, we're going to do Joyful Wishes. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. And we're going to do our snowflake in the middle again. But this time, you guys, the ink is called Orchid. Oh, if I called it Orchid Opulence, I meant to say Orchid Oasis. Orchid Opulence is an older Stampin' Up! Color. Okay, grab your white mat. Joyful Wishes. You can go right about here. Nice. And then, you guys, we're going to practice on the back. But remember, my stamp it's got to go a little lower. Oh, it's good, okay? So now we got to do it for the real shebang here. Good, okay? And then a snowflake. A snowflake, and that snowflake, let's do a different one this time. Let's use a big one. Let's just see what happens. 1, 2, let's see how light it is at 3. Awesome. See? It lets the words come out, but there's a snowflake in the background. I like it. Mikey likes it. Okay, shut that. And I think that's it for stamping. So you guys, this was a perfect kit for anybody that doesn't want to have to buy more stamps, right? I love it when you guys buy stamps. I will not deny it. And I buy stamps that I like. But what I've been hearing, a lot of positive feedback is when there's a class that you guys can take where you don't always have to have the exact same stamp set, that you could use stuff that you have. It allows for you to buy the stamps that you really love versus having to buy yet another stamp set to match. Because I know how much everybody loves the cards to actually like look the same as what you guys are doing for the class. Okay, let's get glue happy. Okay, so you can see here I didn't even glue that down. I was just testing myself to see what I did. I could be strategic and put a little glue dot right underneath where my sequins are. So that's what we'll do. Okay, we're not done though. Let's grab this little guy. And we're gonna grab a scrapperoni. If you want to do the holographic side, you're gonna need to grab your Stampin' Blend, but you gotta be careful with your marker tip if you do that, because the marker tip will catch these edges and it might end up not liking your marker tip anymore. It might fray it. So if you wanna be conservative with not like wrecking your markers, you could just take a sponge dauber like this, and I did the back side of it. And you can add as much or as little ink as you want. And I don't remember if I wrote this in the instructions or not, but this snowflake needs to get cut in half. And part of it goes up there and part of it goes back here. So just a note on that. Adding a little bit of Orchid Oasis. And you can see that the color really doesn't come through to the other side, but it's on that side. So sponge dauber for that. We're gonna take this and we are going to cut it down the middle. So we're gonna go something like that. So now we have two halves. Let's go ahead and glue this in, and then we'll get our inside put together. I'm gonna cover up that spot so we don't see it anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. And then this one, I'm pretty sure that these two orchid colors or orchid mats are the same size. Hi, Carissa. I am loving how, yeah. So you guys, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Carissa came up with the idea of using the ink colors for this class. I was all about doing pastels like pink and Coastal Cabana, Highland Heather. And she had the idea to pull in this glimmer paper and do these 4 colors. And it's like they turned out so awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, tonight is an appropriate night to be making snowflake cards in Wisconsin. You are so correct, Karen. All right, this glimmer paper is so, you can't use liquid glue with it. What I would highly recommend is tear and tape. Where's my tear and tape, Carissa? It's always right in front of me, right? Oh, yeah. Carissa and I were designing cards, and I always lose my tear and tape, and it's always right in front of me. And she always says, well, if you'd put it back in the caddy where it belongs and not leave it on your desk, you wouldn't cover it up. And that is so true, you guys. Isn't it? How often is it that we're looking for something that's right in front of our face or it's covered up? So if you see a little tail on the end here, instead of trying to cut that, just take this off and then fold it back, right? That allows you to get the tear and tape all the way to the edge here. And then we're gonna put, this is my top actually. I'm just doing it upside down. I can see this side a little bit better. I'm gonna use my eyeballs and line this up as best I can, flush on this side. And if there's a little bit that needs to cut off here, we'll cut it off at the end. Okay, now we're gonna flip it over and do the other side. Tear and tape to the edge, and then to the other edge. See, that one I didn't go over the edge, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But I wanna make sure I get, so like the darker is there, so this would be the opposite. So if you like that look, you could, right? Opposites, but I like the ombre to be on the same side. And I want to see more of the dark up here. And I will trim off the tail on the bottom here. Yeah, Deb, I agree. I'm happy that these colors are here for another year. I am sad, though, that Evening Evergreen is going away. I cannot deny that. Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent are amazing colors as well. All right, don't worry about the hole yet, you guys. So what's going to happen is, you guys, nobody stopped me. Oh my gosh. Isn't that nice? That comes right up. Okay, one moment, please, while we rearrange our wares, you guys. One moment. Oh, you guys, nobody figured that out. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's start over, and we're going to do it properly this time, okay? I was like, gosh, that looks so wide. Is that going to fit on our card front? And I'm like, oh, that's because it's wrong. What was nice, it came off so easily, right? Okay, one moment here while we rearrange our glimmer paper into the appropriate spot for it. Do as I say after, not as I do incorrectly, right? Again, I made that one long, but flip it back. Now we're going to make sure our glimmers are right. Try to get them about even, like that. And, okay, back to, back in order. This vellum now, I would put a little bit of tear and tape right underneath where I think my label and my snowflake are going to go. Like this. And we'll worry about the rest of it later. Let's get this guy. I'm going to line it up at the top. And then if anything needs to get trimmed off, oh, he got crooked on me. If anything needs to get trimmed off, oh man, hang on. I should have tested my vellum to my white paper, but I think it's okay. I just need that bottom a little bit more that way. All right, now I'm good. All right. If you need to trim anything, now is your opportunity to do it. My top looks pretty flush. I do notice that my bottom there is a little bit wonky, so I'm just going to take ever so slightly and kind of curve it in. Okay, now we should be, I'm going to put this right on my table so that I can pull it up easily. Now we should be able to put this onto here, like that. But I'm not going to put glue all over this because I don't want to put glue here. So I'm actually just going to kind of guess. And then what I'll do is put a little along each of these sides. Oh, yes, Sherry Stewart, I agree. A refresh that includes Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent would be amazing. I would be the first to vote to get rid of Soft Seafoam. I've used it like once, I think, with you guys on that ink, paper, scissors with the seedlings. Oh, and let's just stamp with the seedlings. Ah, not the seedlings. Splendid thoughts. Okay. We're going to pull this up now, and I'm going to test it out to make sure. So I see that I've got this whole white ridge here. So I'm going to actually take my scissors and trim that so it's a little bit not hanging over the edge so much. If you had a little trimmer, you could definitely bring it out and give it a whirl and see if you can trim that off. Like that. That was perfect, actually. Just took off that little edge there. Now we're getting there, you guys. We're still working on the base of our card here. All right, now we can get that glued. Put that on our card front. Now that white is going to really pop. You want to put that white behind this vellum. I should have showed you actually. It wouldn't have worked so well. You need that white piece. It's your sacrificial lamb on this card. Okay, we got a little bit of finagling to do now to get this how we need it. I think we're going to start with tear and tape. on our, we gotta be careful, because if we put tear and tape underneath the area that is where these things come up, it's gonna make them so that they don't wanna, it's just gonna make them so that they stay flat. So I am going to put a little bit across the back here and maybe end up with it doing that and just live with it. Okay, so tear and tape here, and then I'm gonna take my finger and kind of roll back where I don't want it, and we're gonna take and make a tail here, a little tail, and then a loop like that. And cut that. And we gotta be strategic about how we put this tear and tape back down here so that it doesn't go over that area. Okay, so we just made it so that they still open. Okay, now we gotta do that on the opposite side. And there's that, and it's kind of coming out over here curved down. So I'm going to go off the edge a little bit, and I can always take that tear and tape and smush it back down so it's not hanging over the edge. And then this one, I'm going to have my tail first on the left and then make my loop on the right. Cut that then. You could have ran that ribbon back and forth, but it was easier to do that this way. And then this is going to help hold that ribbon down. So that's the start of what we got. And you see it kind of makes a curve this way. Oh, let's do an easy thing. Grab a dimensional and let's put this guy right in the middle. And I'll go like that. Yay. That was easy, like it. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a dimensional right in the middle. So these guys still come up, and then this is gonna go off on the edge over here. And that's only one there at the moment. We did that because now we can take a glue dot right on the edge of this in the middle, and we can tuck this behind here. Otherwise you're guessing where to put it, and I always hate guessing. And then this one is going to be coming out over on this side. We're going to tuck that right in here. Don't set them there, but don't necessarily push them down, because if we need to move them, we can. Then this is going to kind of tuck right under there. We need a dimensional behind this one. I'm going to put 2. That blue thing is already popped up. That blue snowflake is already popped up. So on that other side, I'm going to have just a glue dot hanging out. And you can see that I've got this little tail. It's kind of coming over the top of it. Like that. Try to get it straight. Like that. Okay, then there's this snowflake left. Put a glue dot behind him. And then that's going to get tucked and coming out up this top edge here. If you want it, you don't have to do it. If you think it's too much, by all means, don't put it on there. Oh, we got one left there too. I was just going to try to clean house here. Oh, and there's one right there. I gotta use those later. Sequins. This card had a lot going on with it. I think it's been a long time since we made these, Chris. I forgot all about this action. All right, gems. We've got a set of little sunshine rays coming out over, I should say gem rays coming out over here. And then there's a set up here. Thanks, Hildy. Got that set up there, and then it's like a luminescing of the light coming off of your snowflake. And a set down here. And now we get to finish off with the pinky ones. There's one in the middle. There's one in the middle here. One in the middle here. And he's got to move over, Red Rover. And then one here. Oh man, I thought he flew up in the air with the greatest of ease. That guy goes there. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, are you excited for this one? Oh, man. Okay. Oh, we're not quite done. We got to push things down, right? So that they don't come all over the place like apart, right? So, like we talked about this not having anything, but what I would do if it were me now, take one of these glue dots, find where your sequin is, and put it behind there. That will help hold this down so it doesn't come up early or like later in life. Same thing could happen with this guy. You could pop him up and put a little glue dot right, whoop, he didn't stick. A little glue dot right there. And then I already had tear and tape that way, so we're good there. And honestly, this isn't coming apart. And if you really, really wanted to, you could take a glue dot and find one of these bigger circles and put it behind it. And the majority of it will be hidden behind that circle. And the naked eye would never see that at all. But I like this one a lot. Carissa let me have purple. I was so excited. 2 purple cards in a class. And then that was all I get for a while. Now it's going to be a lot of blue in a class. Oh, you guys. I love me my purple. All right. As long as I'm at it, we're going to clean up shop on this one so that this one doesn't come apart later in life. And we're going to sneak one right down here. And I think that we're golden on this one then. Oh, one more for good measure, right? For cleaning house, we might as well clean the whole thing. Boom. Oh, purplelicious. Expialidocious. Oh, I just want to leave this one out and stare at it. If you need to trim your tails, go ahead and do it. I think they're actually good. So we got a little scrap pile going on here of our little waste, so we're good. Oh, it's so pretty. You guys, do you like it as much as I do? If you hate purple, you probably don't like it at all. But if you like purple, you know what? There's one more. I have one oddball guy right here. Can go right there. Yeah. All right. Love it. You guys think it's pretty. Yay. So happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy. Last card, you guys. I know we're almost over 2 hours, but that's okay. I thought there's lots of cards to share in the beginning, and I thought you wouldn't mind. Ooh, we need a sponge dauber for this one as well. Okay. Look at this one. So pretty, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. I have to go get the die cutting machine out. Ha! I did not do the magic of TV. Oh, well, okay. That's all right. So you guys should have a vertical base. You have a piece of paper like this. We need to stamp us some snowflakes. We got to stamp our snowflakes. We'll do that in a moment. You have your 2 pieces like this that we just die cut. You've got this embossed with the wintry snowflake embossing folder. 2 more strips of the glimmer paper in the Starry Night. I let you have purple. Ha, you're funny. Not my fault you forgot to use purple. I know. Well, oh, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to have like a little sheet next to me that says use purple more often. Oh, you guys should be very happy that Carissa's working with me on designing cards because all your cards would be purple and flowers. Oh, this way you get some variety. All right. One of these is bigger than the other one. Which one is it? When you hold, oh, they're both, yes, one is bigger than the other by a hair. The one that's bigger by a hair is for your outside. The one that's smaller by a hair is for your inside. All right, we need to get some stamping going because we got to do some die cutting. All right, grab your Starry Night and we need to stamp us some snowflakes. That one is the big one. Make sure you go as far to the edge as you can. There's one. We need the small one, the smaller one. He can go right there. And then we have this one left. And he can go right there. Excuse me. You guys should also, in your kits, have that little label. And apparently, I gave myself the wrong label. But as long as we've got to do die cutting, we will cut another label. I wish I had a Vanna White here. She would help me. We'll die cut all this in a moment. While we wait, I'm procrastinating. We'll grab that dauber, kind of get the orchid out of it, and go for the Starry Night. Or sky. What is it? Starry sky. You guys, whenever I say Starry Night, I do mean starry sky. All right, go to the back. Make sure you got it really light. So get a little more ink off. And what we're going to do here. Judy Immel says, thank you, Krista, for the blue cards. You know, lightly, ever so lightly. You guys, lightly, very lightly. Put ink on. And what happens is it really makes those snowflakes pop. But if you put too much pressure, it makes everything pop. And what we're really going for are the snowflakes popping. Isn't that cool? It just gives them character. All right, so you guys got to see that close up. Then, why don't we stamp our innard? This one's sending you all the best for this new year. I think joyful wishes are in order again. Because anybody who gives you joyful wishes is amazing. It's a nice greeting. And then we're gonna grab another of these snowflakes, and I think we'll stamp off, and stamp off. Yeah, third strength. Okay, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4 for a snowflake there. And then, oh, you guys have to mind me away for a moment. I will go get my machine, and we're gonna cut these as a group. And you know what? I might as well stamp that sentiment right on here, just because then I don't have to guess where it needs to go. Blue is your favorite color too. I have to fight hard to get anything other than purple. You're full of it, Krista. She doesn't have to fight hard at all. She got, if you guys look at this pile, when we do the showcase in a moment, you're gonna see that almost everything has blue except for a few things. I'd say 70% of the upcoming cards have some form of blue in them, and only like 2 have purple, and those purple ones are the cards I made with Diane. So much blue. Oh, you guys, it's fun. It's fun. It's all fun, you guys. We love it. Carissa does get a gold star. I agree. She deserves a gold star. All right, this goes here. We're going to put that nicely there. Yeah, so what we really try to do for you guys that take classes with us is we love to give a varietal of cards and colors, not all the same. So it's great to do it as a collaboration with others, because then you get different perspectives and you get different genres or occasions, or not, shouldn't say it, occasions, different genres, like kids cards, manly man cards, girly girl cards, you know, all the different gamut. I know, it's all Stampin' Up's fault. Let's blame them on our blue cards, right? All right, one moment, you guys. I need to go grab the die cutting machine so that you can experiencing this die cutting for all it's worth. And maybe you don't know how to use your die cutting machine, so this will be good exposure and experience. Okay, one moment while I go get that. Okay. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. A lot of words to say all at once. So I call it the machine, aka the big boss, because there is a little boss as well. What I would do, ooh, there's a pink sequin back there hiding out. Oh man, I wonder if it was that one. No. All right, let's move you over here. I would definitely always cut these apart, you guys. That is ribbon. You need to go there. So, I mean, you could die, cut them at the same time, but I really like to cut these apart so I can spread them apart on the machine. And you can cut all of this at the same time, okay? And I would highly recommend using some sort of washi tape or low-tack artist tape, because if they move on you, you've just done all this work and you don't want to have to redo them. So we're going to center this guy. Oh, we're not done stamping. We got to put more snowflakes on there. So we're going to put one there, and then grab your tape again. It's always right in front of me. Grab 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then this one has this guy. So when I line these up, I kind of just go around in a circle till I get all of the lines where I want them. And then this is the biggin. He gets to go here. So I start and I eyeball up one area, then I look, oh, that's crooked. Then I go back and fix this, and then I go back to the beginning. It's like looking left, right, left. Once you get the first one set, go to the second area and then go back to that first area and make sure it didn't move around on you. And then this last dude is that die, and it goes like that. And now we're going to put this side down and all of that at the same time. Hope it doesn't jump around. And you just put your hand here. And crankaroo. Okay. Okay. Whoa. That's the second time in my life that this handle has fallen off during a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live. Okay. So that means that you guys are meant to see how to put the handle back on. So you can grab all these pieces. And we're done with this stuff. But here's what you let me go get the Allen wrench, you guys. Hang on tight. If this happens to you at home, you should have saved your little Allen wrench that comes with the machine. And what you need to do is pop this little guy out. If you want to, you could use Loctite or nail polish. And what you got to do is put the handle back on here. And what I do is I grab the end of it with this and kind of center it. You just tighten it up. With repetitive use, it will fall off. And as soon as it's tight here, just give it a really good one. And then this goes right back on here. So it's always important to keep this little Allen wrench so that you have it. So it does happen, but the cure for it, it'd be nail polish or like clear nail polish or Loctite you could put in there to help it so that it never comes out. But me being me, I don't like to put stuff on it. I don't know. I should. Maybe if somebody did it for me and didn't tell me, I'd be fine with it. All right, there's that. You can put this back on here. And so that what happens is there is an edge on the die that has this rolled edge, and that's what cuts. So you want to make sure that's always on your paper. And then if this tape, I reuse that again until it's not sticky. So there's that one. And then here's our last one. So you guys had plenty of paper to cut 3 snowflakes. If you don't have this set, you know, Stampin' Up's had like 7 to 10 snowflake sets in the last 7 years. So you could probably find a different snowflake set to use if you don't have this one. It might not have dies though, so you might end up having to fussy cut them. If your dies start to get warped or curled like that, I just take them and gently bend them back. This die has gotten a lot of love, so it will start to have that happen. I'm just using one. Boho blue. Oh, you guys, I got the boho blue thing here. Oh man, let's show it to you. I have it here. Hang on. It's actually a lot bluer than what I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be more purplicious, but it's more bluelicious. Look at this little guy. Look at this adorable little thing. Okay, so this is the specials for the sign-up bonus. So like Jean Terwilliger, if you're watching, this is the little baby that you get for the sign-on special. I can't, if somebody knows, it's like oh, I can read it off right here. I can't open the book for you guys to see it, but I can read it to you. This is a boho blue limited edition mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It is a fresh, new, and oh so boho blue. It's going to be a new color released in the 2023 to 2025 in colors. And the sign-up special is this machine plus your choice of $175 worth of product for $129. Or you could get the white one if the blue one doesn't trip your trigger, or you can skip getting this machine and still get $175 worth of product for $99. Awesome sauce. So that starts January 5th, and this is a little baby. Okay, it also comes with your little platforms and your plates that you need. Okay, that just came yesterday, you guys. As a demonstrator, in case you're wondering, you can order it during the pre-order, which is right now. And I think it's $63 if you want to order it right out. Or if you're closing a workshop, you can get it as a half-off item, and then it's only like $31.50, I think. Okay, so stamping off, and we're going to do one here. Oh, man, I didn't do that so good. Oh, we're putting a sequin there anyways. All right, and then this guy goes here. Perfect. And then now we can put this card together. Little glue back here, and that goes on that bottom mat here. Good, and then this goes on the inside of the card. Just like this. Boom, very nice. Oh, that starry sky with the white just pops. Okay, you guys, I made an executive decision with this class that you're all getting inside mats, like double matting, because if you didn't, it would be so boring opening up and having it stamped on the white, right? So I know I have my double matters out there that love, like Julie Bierschbach and Bellinger, Diane Bogenhagen. I know that they appreciated having the double mat. All right, let's see what we got here. And bring this back in so we can see. Okay, we need to do the glimmer paper on the right piece now. So let's grab the tear-in tape. It looks like ballet blue. I would agree, Deb. In the book, it looks a lot more purpley blue. In real life, if you look at it, it looks like Baja blue, or what was it? What color did you say again? It was ballet blue. Yes, it looks like ballet blue. I would have to agree. Okay, tear-in tape on the bottom edges here, you guys. And I noticed that when this glimmer paper gets cut, sometimes at the beginning of my little trimmer, it leaves a little hair like that, and it's hard to see it, but you really can't see it. If you do have a little hair, just put that one to the inside or use your scissors and trim it off. And we're going to line this up here. Okay, look at this before you do it. If you have a big snowflake on this side, which most of us should, then I want that to be on the left, and I want the dark to be on that left with it. All right, something like that. And then the other side would need to be like this. Unless you want to do them opposite, which would be fine too. All right. If you need to trim anything off, you can. All right, let's look at how we're going to put this glimmer, or the vellum down. Yes, Jean Terwilliger, that is exactly what you should get. So I'm so excited, Jean. I got your email today that you talked about it to your gal and that you decided. So thank you. I'm so excited. I did have a question for you. I sent you a text last week asking. I wanted to make sure you had the new catalog. So this is for Jean Terwilliger. I'm pretty sure you got it through her, but if you didn't, you have to let me know because I can send you a catalog in the mail if you need one, okay? I had sent a text and I didn't get a response back, so I don't know if you didn't get it or maybe the text didn't go through, but just reach out to me and let me know. I'd be happy to send one in the mail to you if you need it. But yes, it's so exciting. I'm so happy you're going to be a Be Happy Stamper. Yay! Happy dance, happy dance. You guys, again, I don't want to put underneath the vellum, right? If you have a way to put your adhesive there, you can. But what I'm trying to do is figure out a way to not have to put adhesive behind there. So I'm kind of eyeballing here where to put this, because if you look at this, it's going to be covered up slightly. So I'm going to put a little tear and tape here. Oops, got to get the whole paper. So I'm so excited. So Jean Turbolegger is planning to sign up. I'm sorry, I'm telling everybody, Jean. To be a Be Happy stamper on, I think January 5th is the plan. And I'm curious, is anybody else planning to sign up and join the Be Happy Stampers on that first day or shortly thereafter? We'd love to have you. So exciting having newbies. Josh Wood, is he a scammer? Is that a scammer? So Laura Sullivan's calling out a scammer. It's so weird. You guys, Josh Wood is a person's name, or sometimes we get those weird names. And so I don't know if he is a scammer. So Josh Wood, we're going to call you out and put you on the spot. Your name sounds familiar to me. Tell me how you met me, if you know me, Josh Wood. Interesting. So Laura Sullivan, this is the $1 million question to Josh Wood. I don't know if he is a scammer or not. We'll have to see how he replies. If he's really there and actively engaged instead of a bot, we'll have to see what happens here. It might be someone she used to work with. Okay, and that's exactly it, Laura. Josh Wood, I'd have to, I feel like maybe yes. It's so weird that he's on here if he is real messaging. So I don't know. I don't usually get random guys or guys in my life because, like maybe Josh Wood. I really want to look up okay, so the thing I notice here is that it goes over a hair just a little bit here. So what I might do is before I put this down, I'm actually going to grab my trimmer out and trim. And I know I've got glue on here, but I can always wipe the glue off on here. I'm going to just trim a hair off of here. I feel like it's Josh Wood, who I worked with at Mercury Marine. Not a scammer. Okay, so there you go. Not a scammer. Josh, you surprised me that you were here. Okay. Because usually the scammers don't ask stuff like that. So, but good thoughts though, you guys. All right. So this is going to go here. And then we've got a few things left to do. So you guys, we've got to do our ribbon thing again. Now there's nothing holding us back from putting this on here. Okay, perfect, Jean Turbolegger. I thought that you had them. So I actually had them right here waiting for you to let me know. So now I'm going to mail out your Christmas card because I was waiting to mail your Christmas card until I knew if you needed your catalogs. But guess what, Jean? I have your prize here from the He's the Man class. So, Jean, I got some embellishments that are coming your way from winning that door prize. Yay! Okay. Mama says, get things off the counter if we can. All right. So, Josh, all's good. All right. So, you guys, we're going to put a little bit of tear and tape on the top of that. I have one waiting in the wings here. You're going to need to grab your ribbon and go like this. So make a tail and a loop like this. And then we're going to flip that over and secure it with some more tape here. All right. Oh, Carmen Sanders plans to sign up on the 4th. Okay, but Carmen, wait till the 5th because the catalog starts, this little guy right here starts January 5th. So I would definitely not sign up on, sorry, you can do it whenever you want, right? I'm not going to stop you, but I would say if you're trying to get that deal, make sure you wait till the 5th is when you can sign up. That would be awesome. All right, we're going to trim that little thing that's hanging off there. All right, so here's the deal. This label's popped up, and this is popped up over here and over here, but it's flat going into it. So what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of tear and tape over here, and we're going to take that off and this off, and then we'll put some dimensionals on each side of this, and we're going to just lightly set it here until we know where it's really going to go. But something like I got that peak meeting there, and I got that peak meeting over here. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you can wait. The 5th it is. All right. Now, let's do this label. It is popped up here, here, and here. And this other little snowflake has a dimensional, a small little dimensional under one of the points. So we're going to put it right there. And just going to set this on here where I think it's going to go. And I'm going to set the one side down and then kind of slip this guy underneath here like that. And now set that down the rest of the way. It's really hard because I should have glued this. Hang on, you guys. Let's get this on here. Does the mini catalog, mini machine come with plates, or do you need to buy? No, Angela, it comes with a set of plates like this. So this is in the box with it. It has a platform, 2 clear plates, and then an adapter, I believe. All right, let's get this glued on here. Don Albert, do you have your white piece facing the wrong way? Didn't you want the big snow? Oh, shoot. Dawn, you are so correct. You are 110% correct. Now the question is, oh man, I can't do it. Oh, man. One moment, please. Let's see if we can make this the way I wanted it to. Yes, we can make it work. Okay, one moment, please, while we fix this transaction here. All right. You have like 25 stickers on your yours to have. Oh, you have 25 stickers on the next catalog of stuff you want. I love it. Okay. Thank you to Dawn for pointing that out. We can make it work though. Watch this. We're back on track here. No problema. All right, so that's there. This was hanging out right about here. This little guy over here goes underneath like such. Boom, boom, boom. Life is good. That's teamwork. I know, Carmen, I think I read that I understood you to mean new catalog. I think I got that. So it's awesome. Little stickers everywhere. All right, you guys. Now, this one, a little bitsy of the tear and tape-see on the back. And we're going to have that be where the ribbon is. And I have a little tail here and a loopy right here. And a little more tear and tape. Should have had that waiting in the wings. Yes, good catch, Cindy. That is exactly right. That's why I don't press things down hard right away. And then if you did, you'd have to be ripping them up a lot. So, all right, so there's that. And I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to put another dimensional there, but I am going to put a glue dot at the top here. And the tail of the snowflake hangs up over the edge here. And then it's going to catch that tear and tape. Oh, that's okay, Carmen, no problem. Sometimes the auto correction on our phones makes things say things we don't want them to, too. All right. I think we're good. I'm looking back to see if I missed any of the little comments that were coming through. They're so, from my eyes, they're so little here. All right. I think that my tails are, oh, I'm going to trim this one just a hair. Cool. Oh, and this one, we're going to do that one too. Oh man, now it's time to bling it up, you guys. I have these 4 pink ones left, and we've got to get our gemsies here. All right, so let's do the gem first. So that's coming out of the corner here. And we're going to have them, like, you got to leave a little bit of a gap there. If you guys have a hard time picking these up, don't hesitate to grab your pick tool and use your pick tool to put them on there. Now, you could do another one, and I don't see why we couldn't. Let's do another set right down here on this one. It's going to use another pink, though. And we're going to put that right there. I was thinking maybe right here, too, but I think that's too much. All right, now I only have 2 pink ones left. And so we're going to end up using more blue ones on this one. And I think I want, oh yeah, I have to cover that up. We're going to put a pink one there. Oh, I have a pink one over here too. I found that one on the back side. Cover that up. Okay, so we didn't use a lot of the blue ones tonight, but you guys, when you make more blue cards, more pretty blue cards, you're gonna be able to use up some of those. I used up a little slip, yay. I think we're alone now. No, we're not, just kidding. This, I should have Stellaed the tag here beforehand. You know what? I would not Stella over the top of where you've just sponged because it's gonna make your ink bleed all over, but you could definitely do a little bit on your vellum here. I don't see why not. So go all the way over that. So you guys curious to see what that calendar card looks like back there? Do you want a sneaky peeky before the showcase? I will show it to you if you guys ask and say like, yeah, we want to see it. But if you don't want to see it and you want it to be a surprise, I can definitely make it a surprise for when we do the showcase. You guys will have a lot of embellishments left to make more pretty things with, I promise, that you can use them up on more cards later in life. And we're gonna put these in here. And, oh, I gotta find the home for it. Oh, I can't see where the case is, but we'll put that back here for now. All right. That's that card. So this is the sample. So let's bring all these back out so you guys can see what we did tonight. I know we went a little bit over, but we had a lot to share in the beginning. All right. We're going to separate these two. Oh, the blues. Look at all the blue. Oh, you saying calendar cards. You guys want to see it. Okay, I'll definitely show you the calendar card. All right. Just for a little teaser. Now, again, when I show you the calendar card, you guys, if you don't want to see it because you're part of the escape and you want it to be a surprise, then shut your eyes. All right, so let's put this guy away right away. All right, here's the question, you guys. I always like to ask, what's your favorite? I think that Laura Sullivan said that that one's her favorite. I think I'm torn between these two because they're more purpley, but you guys know I love my purple. These things, you can pull them out. If you need to pull some of these out, you can grab your pick tool and help them get up there. Okay. I think they're all so pretty together, aren't they? Gosh, if I'd have to pick, I don't know. I'm between this one and this one. But I just said that because I love these two. Okay, so you guys have to tell me. The last card is the favorite, says Betty Pot. You know, I'm leaning towards this one being my favorite if I have to pick just one. But I love the layouts out of all of those. So awesome. All the cards are gorgeous. Okay, all right, so 4 people will win these cards when I do that drawing later. These are all the other class cards, you guys. This is how many classes we've done recently. These are 3 classes. This is the 4th class. We already gave away the blue Christmas cards. All these are going to be winner chicken dinners in the future. So we'll put them back here. All right. You guys want to see the card. So this is for the winner Creative Escape. Just going to tell you, every person who signs up for the winner Creative Escape is going to have this, and it's going to be made for them. We contemplated having this be one of your make and takes, but I thought for the online attendees, what happens if you don't have the Queen Bee stamp set, which looks like this. All right, so this is the stamp set, and you might not have it, or you might not be inclined to want to buy it. You know, I was all over it because I'm like, oh, it's bees, yay. But this bee is so special to the stamp set. So when designing this card, we wanted to use it on the calendar and make an easel card. And we found a really pretty sentiment that says, enjoy all the little moments. And the bee has its wings made out of vellum. And it's got that little, that's part of the die set. And then on the back side, it says, there's something beautiful in every day. And so we made the executive decision that this is going to be already made up for everybody that attends the Winter Creative Escape. Either it'll be in your box of goodies or it will be waiting for you when you attend. So a little bit of a disclaimer, you guys. Sorry to ruin the surprise, but it's always fun to see some of these things up front. And again, more blue. Yay! So that's a little sneaky peek for you guys using the Queen Bee stamp set. Getting a little calendar card. All right, so I hope you guys like it. it was fun. Calendar cards are always fun, especially this time of the year, to get our calendars made. All right. You guys are all loving all of them. I love it. The purple one, the middle, the bottom row. You guys, I love it. Okay, let's do our drawing. We have here the class list. We'll pull up the random number generator. Judy Emmel's still watching. Yay, Judy. So Judy, I need that parakeet party card. But so Judy was going to make a fun folds card using 12 by 12 parakeet party paper, but it was taking so long to get Stampin' Up orders that she didn't have it in time, and so she's still working on it. So you guys, as soon as it's available and ready, I'll show you the card that Judy Immel makes to kind of complete off this class having a 5th card. All right, we need to go to random number generator. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Okay, 48 people, you guys. So we're gonna do 2 people to win. I'm gonna click the word generate. Oh my gosh, it's number 48. That's Dawn Linky, or Dawn Link. Yay, Dawn. Congratulations, her first online class, and she wins a door prize. Yay. And then we're gonna hit generate again. Number 8, Pamela Leahy. Awesome, Pamela. You also get a door prize. Yay to Pamela. All right, then you guys, we have here for the mystery card night. Oh, let's show you my card. This was what the card looks like. All right, so it's featuring the Sweet, He's the Man, which is the Sweet card class for this past month. And I have that little ensemble on the top. It opens this way. It's the camping card. And I gotta do my inside yet. Apparently I slacked a little bit. I wonder where I put my inside. Nope, that's not it. I missed putting an inside in. That's probably why I missed the measurement and had to add it later in life. All right, so there's the mystery card. Yay. I'll have to get this photographed yet, you guys, and then I'll add it to the event so that it's always out there as the sample. And we will pick 2 people to win a prize. So let's hit the word generate. Number 1, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. Iola. You're the winner, chicken dinner. And then we're going to hit generate again. 0. 0 is not an option. I should have 1, 2, 32. Oh, wait. Okay. We're going to pick one more person to win a prize then, because I should have probably put it to 40. I should have. Lucky that nobody between 33 and 48 won. What are the odds, right? Okay, we're going to hit generate again. Number 29. So we have 2 winners. We have Darrell Hoffaker, and she is from Florida. Yay. And then Kathy Jackson. So we have our 2 door prize winners. Yay. Okay, now the shopping door prize. So free shipping was last week, Thursday, and I had a few people place orders. Let's see here. Hang on. Let's get rid of some junk mail here. And let's find, Avis. Hang on. Note to self right here. We had Francis Rodriguez, Carmen Sanders, Debbie Buzzy at Work Schultz, Amy Ponce, and Judy Bobo. So Francis would be number 1, and Judy would be number 5, is how we're going to do that. No, actually, you know what? We're going to do the opposite. Opposite. Because Judy did her order first, because it's date order and it's opposite. So Judy will be number 1. So just so you guys know, Judy is number 1, and then Francis will be number 5, meaning Amy is 2, Debbie was 3 regardless, and Carmen, you're 4. All right, so we're going to go back here, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to hit the word generate. Winner, chicken dinner is number 5, Francis Rodriguez. Awesome. So, Francis, what did you win? That is a good question. Francis, what did you win? You won a new stamp set out of the spring mini catalog. However, I haven't picked it out yet. So I will pick that out, and the first order I can get it on, I will, because I can only put in demonstrator orders right now to get items out of the spring mini catalog. And I have most of them, so I might have to wait till January 5th to get your order, but I'll see what I can do. All right. Because you also have the fitting florets going out here. So if I can get a stamp set and do it today, I'll put it in with your fitting florets stamp class that's going out, okay? So congratulations to Francis. I'll figure out your stamp set and let you know what you win when you win, or when I pick it out. So yay. Okay. All right. And I said I don't have any cards to give away at the moment, you guys. Yay. Congratulations to everybody. Kathy, Darrell, Francis, Dawn, and Pamela. Awesome. You guys, it's got to be a lot later than what I thought it was going to be. We had a lot of talky, chatty, good stuff. I think what I'm going to do in the essence of time is I think I'm going to come back tomorrow morning at some point and do the showcase. I heard Tyler's truck come in the garage, and I have heard him, and he's waiting in the garage. I think he waits till he hears me done. So because it's like 20 to 9 at the moment, you guys. So I'm going to wait. So for those of you that were going to stand by for the showcase after this, I'm going to leave everything prepped and ready to go here, and I will come on tomorrow in the morning and do that showcase for you guys so you can see what's coming up in January. So I'm going to make that executive decision now so that you're not waiting, and hopefully then you see that. Make sure that you have your subscription set on to see my YouTube videos and that you're notified so that when you know when I go live, if you want to watch it live. Other than that, I don't know. So you guys, I think we did good. So we're going to have a live tomorrow. And then you won't see me on probably until next week. Oh, actually, then you guys won't see me for a while. Kelly is doing Paper Pumpkin on Thursday night of next week. I have my last in-person class of the year on Wednesday. We're doing Winter Bingo. And then you guys will see me in the new year on January 3rd. We have Ring with Nature. But there'll be one more video tomorrow with me doing the showcase for what's coming up in January. And then I'll be off of the lives for a while. Oh my goodness, crazy pants. Okay, so all right, you guys, lots of